I'm in Max. You are listening to Happy Jack's RPG podcast. I'm in Max. Pursuing the RPG hobby with reckless abandon.
Why, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
And this is session 4 of L5R Dissension, the continuing saga of the Inukai.
Continuing saga of a clan has gone to the dogs.
And we're doing this in FFG's L5R beta.
Beta.
Players.
Hello. I am Kadave.
Hello.
I come to you playing character Ichiro. I am a Sugenja with one arm that likes fire and not water.
And long walks on the beach.
No.
You like the beach, though?
Not a lot. It's a lot next to a lot of water.
Right.
It's not my jam.
I'm Stork. I'm playing Kazuki. He's a Shiba Guardian. He likes water and long walks on the beach and shopping. And he's a big, tall mute of a man.
Yep.
Mountain of a man. Mute mountain of a man.
Yes. And I'm Kimmy, and I'm playing Makiko, the ex-Crab defender duelist Hida family, who's being haunted by my father, who's really, really pissed that I left the Crab clan, and then really pissed that I joined the Crane clan, and he lets his
He's just pissed
disappointment be
at everything.
known a lot. To just me, though, so I'm the only one who can really hear him, and that's played by our wonderful listeners in the chat room. So thank you very much.
And occasionally
guys.
Stu.
And Stu occasionally.
I greatly enjoyed the fact that it's my characters trying to figure out the mystery
Yeah.
of the beyond. Like, is it just your mental illness,
Yeah.
or is it somebody really?
Really
in your
isn't
head?
there? Yeah.
I keep trying to figure out, has he ever told you something that you don't know? Like,
Like, how does this whole ghost thing work?
Yeah.
Because it could be useful.
All right. Last session, which would have been session 3, there was a series of events. Does anyone recall what that series of events might have been?
Well, we found... Okay, go ahead.
No.
No.
All right, so...
I'm going to keep eating.
Okay, yes, continue reading. So we basically, previously on Dissension, L5R, we know that the clan champion of the Crane is a bad dude. So we were just sniffing around a little bit, and we found out that he has a brother who was his best, his right-hand man, until more recently. And for some reason, they're on the outs. And we're hoping it has something to do with the brother disliking the Crane clan champion becoming a total dick. So we went to find this brother who's been reveling in, the love of the flesh and things like that. So we were outside a couple of the whorehouses in the city that had really entertaining names, which I can't remember.
I was in them.
Yeah. So we were going, I wasn't going to go in, and they were trying to get in, and it was just a thing. We kind of stalled. We couldn't get into either of the whorehouses. And then my ghost dad was yelling at me the whole time, so I finally got so embarrassed that I was trying to break into a whorehouse with my dad watching that I slunk off. And you guys... did you guys get into the second one?
No, we
didn't.
didn't.
Okay. You guys stuck around, but you still weren't able to get into. But you saw someone come out.
I came out.
We were waiting outside for him to come by, and then we talked to him and his retinue.
Right.
And he said, I think, meet me tomorrow. Was it? Do you remember what it is he said to us? Meet us, meet you.
That's probably an important thing to know.
It would have been important to know, yeah.
Don't remember. I'm guessing it was something along those lines. Let me see if I wrote it down.
He was not super helpful.
No.
Kind of a dick.
I feel like it was he said he would send someone to you or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, maybe we weren't actually meeting him.
I don't think you were meeting with him.
But it was something fairly positive. He still needed to figure out if we were safe or not, but he also can't do it.
Was there a whole bunch of other stuff that happened as well?
Well, those are important things.
Yes.
The party
That's
witnessed
the ending.
Kobe Yojimbo's preparing to commit seppuku.
Yes.
Itube emerged from the keep and told... These are the notes I wrote from last.
Right, but these are the things that listeners need to know to understand what's happening next.
Right there. Okay, all right.
I was giving the abridged version.
We also met the daimyo of Muritsubishi Toshi.
Yeah.
Right.
And he kind of gave us a little bit of a supportive message.
Yes.
Without being able to actually support us.
Yeah.
We did a little walk in the garden.
Yeah. The tour.
Speaking in generalities.
Oh, he said to wait for his messenger at the inn, and he will be in touch, according to Jen Human.
Right.
I trust my ghost dad, man.
Yes. So that's where Dave and I left off, and then Kimmy, meanwhile, was just walking down the lane.
Yeah.
Having
Just walking down
late
the road.
Evening stroll.
Yes, walking back, super embarrassed, and then right before we ended, I heard someone shout, "Inukai!" like as a challenge. So fight.
So okay, you turn around and there's a flurry of snow, of course, because it's
Winter
dramatically appropriate.
Yeah.
And you're on the dark street, and at the end there is a silhouetted figure you see standing in the middle of the street behind you.
A man in a serape.
Called out.
I'm with you.
Don't go for
Not
the
that.
chest.
Okay.
He's wearing a boilerplate underneath.
Shoot the rope. That's on Netflix. I'm going to watch that again.
What is this?
We're mixing up two different.
The
Yeah,
Good, the
this-
Bad, and the Ugly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Clint Eastwood trilogy.
And then, of course, Marty McFly steals the whole idea.
Yeah.
And
Right.
one of the Back to the Futures.
Yeah, that I know.
Eastwood.
So I
golf.
turn around and I see the guy standing there.
Blade is sheathed.
Yes.
Now, why is it he wanted to kill you? Give me 1 second.
Okay. Because the
Nope.
Inukai were blamed for the assassination of the High Crane family lady.
And this is the same guy that made or might be the same guy that made eye contact with us while we went to the keep. And I think we had put in your head that perhaps people were trying to gain favor by killing the Inukai who are in disfavor. Young, hot-blooded samurai who need to make a name for themselves.
Yeah. So I mean, we were warned that there would be people who would probably challenge us. Just
I know who this is now. Okay, all right.
And Ghost Dad's saying lots of things. He says, "Do not accept this challenge. You must have honor to duel, and you have no honor now that you are Crane. And if you were with your brothers and sisters on the wall, the lowly Crane would not have caught you unaware and alone. You know where you belong."
People have been making notes and ready to say this stuff because that came out awfully quick.
Yeah, I think so.
They've been spending the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, because we did have to skip a session because of the convention. So, yeah, I just turned around and I'm like, yes.
He starts walking forward. You are part of the Inukai.
Well, obviously, because I replied when you called out the name.
Turns his sword around. My master committed seppuku yesterday. Was it yesterday? Or was it earlier this day?
It was during the day.
It was during the day.
This day.
It's this day.
This day.
And that was the guy we liked, right?
Kobe?
Kobe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you liked him. Did
Did
you
we?
like him? I don't know
No,
if you met
not
him.
the Yojimbo that is our friend, the crab guy.
Oh,
This,
okay.
yeah. No, this.
Oh.
That's a crab guy.
Oh, okay. I think I got them confused.
He
Yeah,
didn't
no,
know
this-
Yojimbo.
We don't know this guy, though,
We
right?
never met him.
Okay.
Well, he was the
Yeah.
eyeballing at the.
Oh, he was?
Yes.
Okay. That's right.
This guy that's challenging her, but
Yes.
we never met his master.
No.
Okay.
No. No. I don't think he did.
Oh yeah, the glare from the courtyard.
Yeah, the
I
glare
Yes,
forgot.
from
and this, and at one point when you guys are like being shuffled past,
He was
there's
like,
a seppuku. The first time there's
Yeah.
a seppuku ceremony about to start, and you can see that it's a Inukai crane or a crane that was. Yeah.
yes, he died with honor.
He should not have died at all.
I
It was
agree.
your doing.
Myself?
Your family's.
If you could prove it. Can you?
I can.
Very well.
My dice tray.
The best part about snowstorms is how quiet it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Because not only does it not make noise as it's falling, but it dampens other noise because there's now what is essentially a solid wall
They're over here, Stu?
around you.
One of my favorite movies, and granted it's not a samurai movie, but it's Hero with Jet Li.
Mm-hmm.
And each one of the fights is in a different color palette, in a different area. And there's a whole fight in the rain with the guy playing the instrument, and it's a wonderful movie.
Okay, Dave is going to. Oh, I have my mic on.
Oh, crikey.
Have you? Oh,
Dave is going to play Keeper of the Rules.
yeah.
Because we're going back and forth between two books.
All right.
Stork and I are both on this.
They don't trust me.
Yeah, Stork gets instructions that say, you need to go do this mission, but I need you to come back. And he says, no, it's a suicide mission. So, yes, you're right.
So,
All right.
the first thing that must occur is an assessment check.
Assessment check.
Okay. What do we roll for an assessment check?
A TN1 meditation check.
What?
Because you have to center yourself.
Yeah,
and
you gotta be
assess
centered.
the scene.
Yeah. Yeah, crab.
What?
Yeah.
That's crappy.
However, you may choose the ring. They all have different. Let me just read these real fast.
Okay.
The
Meditation.
Earth Ring. You reflect on your weakness, thinking of how to mitigate them when facing this opponent. For instance, if you've lost your eye, perhaps you position yourself so your opponent must approach from the right, or etc. If you succeed, you get to choose one disadvantage and ignore it until the end of the scene. Fire, you focus on your desires and those of your opponent. What do they intend to gain? How will that influence their strategy and yours? If you succeed, you deduce the immediate goals or objective of the other character. Water, you center yourself in your environment, looking for how you can use the tiniest irregularity to your advantage. Is the grass beneath your feet slick enough to trip your opponent? Is the third tatami mat on the left slightly out of place? If you succeed, spot and learn something about one object, item, or terrain feature, discerning its narrative features and qualities. Air, you consider the advantages you have over your opponent and how you can use those to press on their weaknesses. Are they already unsettled by the prospect of fighting you? If you succeed, choose one target in the scene and learn their demeanor and current wounds and strife. Or Void, you center yourself in the universe seeking out the spiritual currents and eddies around you. If you succeed, you become aware of whether there are any ripples in reality that accompany supernatural disturbances,
Well, that's cool.
though not their location or specific identity.
All right, I have a question.
Yes.
If I use void, I center myself. Does that does that make me more like vulnerable to my ghost dad shouting, or does it make me less? Will I be able to focus more, and, like tune him out, or does that?
I think
open me
you
up?
would be able to tune him out.
Okay.
Yeah,
If you're successful.
if you're
If I'm
successful.
If you're unsuccessful, then maybe he's screaming at you.
Ah, ha, ha, you cannot get rid of me like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Or maybe he tells me. Maybe he helps me. I don't know.
Right.
Oh, that's a disadvantage, so he can't actually help me.
No,
Never mind.
no. Disadvantage, that's an advantage, it's not a disadvantage.
Right. Unless I roll really well on void, maybe. No.
Maybe.
That's a lie. That's a maybe DMs. That's like when the GM's like, yeah, maybe.
You
You're
say
gonna
to your
die.
kids.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, we'll have ice cream for dessert. Maybe if you get in the car right now.
The assessment check also determines your initiative.
What was Earth?
Earth is, you think about your weakness and you can ignore something that is one of your weaknesses
Oh,
for the duration of the
And this roll is meditation
TN1.
TN1. double checking my notes. D6s are rings and skills are D12s.
All right. I'm ready with Master Vitter's dice. Can I do the thing? I have no meditation.
Do you have any helpful players before we commit?
I don't think I do right now.
I don't remember what they do again. They add a skill die?
I think they added a
They
ring.
add a skill die.
I think
Or
yeah.
skill.
Skill die.
All right. 1 success.
I got 1 success, 2 advantages, and 3 strife.
I get 1. We only have to take the dice we want, right? Or do we take all of them?
Oh no, that's right. You have to take. You
You
have to
choose
take.
what you want to take.
But you have to take your. You can take up to your ring, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I am taking 1. I have 1 success.
I will take 1 as well. A success with a strife.
Okay.
What does that mean?
I don't.
So we have to go back and forth between 2 books here.
No, here's the problem: is the fact that it's like a tie. See, that's
Right.
But he has a strife. Does that make him less than me?
don't know.
It should. That's my vote for the rolls, because then I win. Until next time, when it's me with the strife, and then that's a stupid roll.
Well, that has its own disadvantage because there's the bidding strife stuff happens after that.
All right, so it says each character has an initiative value based on the success of their assessment check, as usual. However, instead of acting in order of initiative, participants begin each round with a stare down.
Yes.
So
now,
I guess we go to the stare down, and that might actually then affect your initiative, because if you spend a strife, you can go up on your initiative and stuff. So
there is a bidding war
Yes.
that now occurs.
Okay.
In secret.
James V just gave me a helpful player. Focus, Makiko-san.
So again, the stare down is as tension mounts during a duel, even the most stoic samurai are sure. I'm reading this for everybody's benefit. To feel a building pressure, the warrior's senses are elevated, and the grind of gravel underfoot, or the cry of a cicada, or the sea cat becomes
I already
thunderous.
read this.
I did.
Not
I'm
on
reading it. I'm reading it for the.
Oh, you are okay. All right.
Don't yell at me.
I thought he read it. Just a little, didn't you?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not on
All right.
camera.
During the stare down, each character suffers a strife equal to the round number. 1 strife for each round, 2 for the second, 3 for the third, and so forth. Additionally, during the stare down, each character may bid additional strife to increase their initiative value for that round. To bid, each participating character secretly chooses a number between 0 and their focus attribute. 0 and their focus. Then, all simultaneously reveal the number, and each suffers that amount of strife.
Jesus.
Finally, each character adds that number they chose to their current initiative value to determine their initiative value for that round.
What's the focus? What's the focus number?
You should have
It should be on the sheet there somewhere.
Yeah, that's why I'm
air plus fire.
air plus fire is our focus. Okay.
I need to look up.
So finally, after that, the character with a higher initiative value takes the first turn during each round, followed by the character with a lower initiative value. At the end of the round, each character's initiative value resets to its value before the stare down.
And that initiative value is just however many successes we get
We pick a number between.
I'm
plus.
trying
Well, that's
to
what we're
remember.
looking up now.
It must be how much strife we bid plus successes.
Well, after the stare down, it goes back down. It just says it goes back down to the initiative value. But if the initiative value, it doesn't say anything about a tie with the initiative value, which is sort of.
Well, this was an assessment. This wasn't an
Okay.
initiative roll.
Well, yes, except that
It-
that determines your initiative after the assessment check.
Okay, hold on.
It says here, each character has an initiative value based on the results of their assessment check.
Yes. It's on a different area of the book.
Of course.
So here we go. If the character is prepared for conflict, which in this case you both are, you take your focus attribute and add it to how many successes you got.
Okay, all right.
Got it.
And then in addition to that, we're going to be adding.
Now you're going to
what
have this
we bid.
bidding war that you can.
Right, but we do that in secret.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So
You
And
each
what
want
is-
to have a card.
What is the what's composure made up of? Do you remember?
I'll tell you in just a second. Composure is fire plus earth times 2.
are there places for these?
Yeah, on the second page.
Oh, that's why.
There's
Oh,
a
look,
whole
there's an
section.
optional rule, too. One roll duels.
Oh, focus. I see.
Yeah, that's what we'll do it from now on.
Yeah, GMs who want to resolve rules in a much faster fashion can do so by having the combatants make a competitive check. Each combatant describes...
So I'm
the
just writing down
additional
how much strife on the card.
Yeah,
right?
how much strife you want to bid, up to your focus amount.
Right. Up to your focus. Oh, okay.
So you can bid yourself into a breakdown.
Isn't it focus plus our number of successes?
No.
Oh.
But
That's
yes, that's how you
initiative.
figure. Your current initiative is your focus plus however many successes you got.
Okay.
Now you're in the stare down bidding war,
Okay.
where you can bid strife up to that focus amount number to try and gain advantage over your opponent. So once you both write it down, then you reveal it at the same time.
All right.
We need Gene Rayburn with this really cool mic now.
Ready.
What is your bid?
Bing.
So what?
Oh,
3 strife he bid.
I bid 2 strife.
Okay, so you add. You were doing that part. What
But the
is it?
focus.
The stare down. Each character suffers a strife equal to the round number.
Ah, so you add however your bid was. No.
Yeah. Additionally, near the stare down, each character may bid additional strife to increase their initiative
Yes,
value
okay.
for that round.
So you add that number that you bid to your current initiative, and then we figure out who goes first.
Okay.
Okay, right.
And initiative again is
Is your
Focus
number of
plus
successes.
success.
focus plus your success on that roll.
And then we add our bid to that.
Yes.
Okay.
Remember to mark your strife off.
And but we're gonna we roll 2, right?
No, you already rolled.
You already did it. We're still
had that
figuring
one
out the
success.
last thing.
Oh, okay. All right.
So it's your focus plus that 1 success from our assessment roll.
Got it. All right.
Right, so my total is 6.
7. I'm assuming higher is faster.
Yes.
The character with the higher initiative value takes the first turn during each round, followed by the character with the lower initiative value. At the end of the round, each character's initiative value is reset to its value before the stare down. So this is like a one-time
Right.
bid. And I don't think you get to do a stare down again. That's only at the very beginning.
Yes.
It's that whole
Yeah.
Tom Cruise grinding his foot into the gravel
Right.
moment.
But we both also take a strife, 1 strife for this being
For
our
round
first
1.
round.
Right.
Yes.
So
Did you do that?
So
Or
the
do
strife
so
you
you
spent-
added the strife you spent and the strife.
Doing that right now.
There you go.
Fine. Okay. All right. So how do I cut her head off?
So page 161, initiative tools. You got enough from here?
Yes.
Okay.
So you can now
My approach is fire.
you can narrate however you want to move in like how you want to. It's just narrative how you approach your target.
Well, we're already standing off, I figure.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Then you choose an action. So center is you watch your foe closely, predicting their strategy and preparing to subtly shift to avoid it or make the attack impossible altogether.
What page are you on?
162.
Okay. I'm going to look at it while you go.
Well, actually, 161 has a what do I do in my turn, which is actually a nice summary.
Oh.
You set your
You
stance,
set your stance.
choose an action, end your turn.
So set your stance is, I know that air makes you harder to hit. Fire is a more powerful attack.
That's the one we want, fire. He's mad. He's a mad guy.
Okay.
He's a mad guy. He's doing everything by fire. He's not thinking right now.
Then you choose your action.
Mm-hmm.
You center, provoke, which is trying to draw reaction out of your foe,
Strike.
or strike.
All right. And
So strike is, you may make a TN2 martial arts check
okay.
using the appropriate skill for the weapon. If you succeed, you deal base physical damage to the target equal to the weapon's base damage plus your bonus successes.
It's katana. What's a katana, guys? I don't remember what the base damage is. It should be on all your character sheets.
Oh, it's ungodly.
I will take both successes that I got.
I don't have a katana.
Its
And 2 strikes.
damage is 4/5, range is 1.
Okay.
So damage is 4, deadliness is 5, range is 1.
So it does 4 plus 2?
Well, I got extra successes. I got 1.
Ah, okay. Yes. So that's 5.
Okay.
Did you get any opportunity?
No opportunity. Just
Okay.
strife.
Okay.
Anybody else want anything from the fridge?
I'll take another drink.
Another beer.
And now, Kimmy, you get to choose an action.
Right. Where are hit points on these things?
I read that so long ago I don't even remember it.
There are many pages to these character sheets. They're just a little.
Heck.
I've seen it.
Thank you.
Seen it recently.
I feel like it should just be on the front somewhere. Like
Harm and healing 168.
I think it's on the second page. It's either resilience.
You're muted. Hold on.
Oh yeah. Never mind.
oh, is resilience the hit points? Is that what they call them?
Oh, did you just flip off your...
Oh no, you
I
hit
see.
your switch.
Oh, I did. Because I got a.
Oh, resilience is the
Oh,
hit
what?
points. Okay.
Go to page 11 in the update because they changed all of the wound rules.
Oh, good. All right. Well, I'm just gonna go for it. So whatever. So how many more?
You might be dead already. We don't know.
I don't know.
Your head may be lying on the
How
ground.
many did I take?
5.
5 wounds. Oh.
Defending against damage. When an effect deals
It says
damage
to go
to a
to page.
character,
It says to go to page 11.
I'm on 11.
Yeah,
Right.
When an effect deals damage to a character, the character must defend against the damage.
Okay.
If they cannot, they suffer a critical strike with severity based on the source of the damage. Deadliness value for most weapons.
Okay.
When a character defends, they reduce the damage by their resistance to its damage type,
Okay.
usually physical or supernatural as described below. Then the character suffers an amount of fatigue
How do I defend? Let's start with how I do it.
equal to the remaining damage. Okay. I don't know. That
Yep.
would be another page that we now have to find.
Oh my God.
Yeah. This is the supplementary rules.
Let me see that little thing. Character.
You're wearing armor, right?
Yeah. I mean, not full armor. I'm wearing my sparring armor. Oh, I only take 4 damage, not 5, the chat room is saying, because he needed 2 successes, and that's exactly what he got.
Okay,
He didn't
right.
get any extra successes.
Got it. Okay.
I think it's 168 is dealing damage.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
almost
just
all of that
looking
is
at armor.
replaced.
Okay. It does say here at the very beginning, before defending against damage, it says when an effect deals damage to the character, there are 2 possible results. The character defends against the damage. The character does not defend and suffers a critical strike.
Oh, here we go.
After your character, so if you choose to defend, that means you're going to suffer fatigue. After a character suffers fatigue, their fatigue exceeds. If their fatigue exceeds their endurance, the character suffers the incapacitated condition. This represents the character being physically overwhelmed due to blah 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 blah.
Okay. Would you say that your armor is concealed armor? Or is it lacquered armor?
It's not lacquered.
Ashigaru armor?
I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
Ashigaru is the typical.
It would probably be the least, like the minimal armor. It's like that. I was picturing kind of like the bamboo armor.
It's probably physical 2.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because
that-
common clothes are physical 1.
Right.
Yeah.
Concealed armor is physical 2. So you
That makes
take
sense.
2 off of that damage number.
Okay.
But you take a fatigue for having to absorb the blow.
Okay. I don't know where I mark fatigue. I'm just going to write it.
Second page.
Is it?
No, it's not there. I mean, maybe it is, but I don't see it. I'm just going to write it next to the wounds.
Okay.
1 fatigue.
So then you may make your choice
Wait,
for an
how do I?
action.
What about defending? Like he was just
You
reading.
just did that.
Oh, that's what I did with the armor.
You chose to try and defend, so you got to absorb 2 damage on your armor.
Oh, okay, great.
Otherwise,
I didn't know if I
it's
had
a
to
critical
roll for it
strike, and you
again.
don't. You take the
Okay.
full damage.
Okay, got it. All right. Then I'm going to strike at him
Okay.
using Earth.
So that's TN2 martial arts check for your weapon.
So I roll my martial arts and my ring.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. I will take this one and this one.
You need 2 green circles, right?
This is isn't that an automatic success too?
Let me see it. What is it?
It's
Oh, the explosive
success.
Yes,
That's
it
automatic
automatically
success.
counts as a success.
And then I get to
you need
re-roll
roll
it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And you can choose whether to take the result
Right.
of the reroll.
So you're at
2 successes, 1 strife, and 1 opportunity. And another success and another strife. I'll take that. So 3 successes and 1 opportunity and 2 strife.
okay. And you also have a katana?
That's a good question.
No. Don't you
Yeah, I have a katana and a tetsubo.
Normally, you duel with katanas.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it with a tetsubo.
Normally, that's what you do. But who knows? You might.
This is a back alley duel.
That's up to you.
So yeah, and I'll use my katana right now.
So then that's 4 damage, and then you got 1 extra success, so that's 5 damage
Okay.
back.
All right.
Unless he wants to defend also.
If he has something to defend.
No.
Okay.
He doesn't have, well, he's not wearing any armor, so
All right.
he's not going to defend.
Well, even just clothes is 1. Like-
Yeah, I don't think he would defend.
Okay.
I don't think he's going to defend.
He left himself
I'm
open
kind
to
of
attack
curious
in
what the
his rage.
damage does.
Okay.
So how many did you take? 5?
5.
And how much do you have? What a typical amount of damage that someone might have in this game?
Oh, I think I have 10 total.
Their combat rules, by the way, are a hot mess. Organizationally, my God.
I think if resilience is the same as hit points, I have 10. You don't have 10. That's not fair.
I'm writing down the word resilience.
Oh, okay.
And
You
how
have
did
to-
and
This
It's
is
Earth
like that
plus
video
water.
game level where you fight your shadow you.
Yeah.
and
It's
what-
Earth plus water times 2.
Earth plus water times 2. Okay, all right.
So you can't just make a half-assed NPC. You have to pretty much make a full-on NPC every time in order to work
well,
this
yeah.
stuff out.
Fuck that. And when your resilience falls below 0, what happens?
I think you.
Well, you die, but what I'm wondering
You
is
suffer a critical. Well, he suffers a critical strike automatically.
well, what I'm wondering is if as you get wounded, does your chance to hit go down? Which I think it does.
All right, hold on.
Here we are, page 12. Wounded. Part of the character's body is injured.
Character's wounds cannot exceed an amount equal to their resilience plus 10.
Oh,
When a character's wounds reach this amount, after resolving any critical strikes, the character offers the unconscious condition, and they pass out completely.
so they've turned this game into D&D.
However, the critical strike thing is
So
important.
my schlub here, who has no hit points, actually has 40 hit points.
Hold
Right,
on.
wait. How many does that mean I have?
Well, no, hold on. He's
10
right. There's
10
a critical,
times
the critical
resilience. Go
strike
ahead.
thing is
Okay.
Yeah, we're changing. Yeah. This suddenly became D&D with samurai swords.
We'll see. We might not have the
So
roll.
it's resilience plus 10.
Oh, plus 10. Okay.
Not
not
times
times
10.
10.
Okay.
All right, that makes more sense. That's still doable.
Okay.
Resilience, but so 20. Okay. It's doable.
Well,
I'm
no,
gonna
your
start
resilience
crying.
number is the same. It's just if your wound number exceeds plus 10,
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
then you're unconscious.
So I know how many
So-
hit points my monster has left.
So Here is the critical strike.
All right.
A character has to make a TN1 fitness check to mitigate the severity of the strike.
And there's a chart to roll on for what you do with your critical strike. But what?
And that, yeah, I've got
What's
that.
a critical strike?
It's like it's a real bad hit. So I'm rolling. You said. What am I rolling versus?
TN1 fitness.
Does it say which ring I use for fitness?
Of your choice.
Oh, of my choice. Would it be the one of my stance from the original?
It is of
that would
your
make-
choice.
Of my choice. Okay, well.
Oh, I also had an opportunity. Don't forget I had an opportunity.
You needed 2 opportunities to make something of it.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Actually,
What's my TN?
Hold on.
1.
I got 1.
Okay.
That means
So you reduce the severity of your critical strike by 1.
Okay. And that table is in here because I know they changed it.
Yeah. It's in the new book. There's a
Yep,
new-
here it is. I found it.
Okay.
In fact, not only has it changed, there's revisions to how it's been changed. So how do I determine severity, though?
What's your-
I believe it's how much damage?
Which was 5.
So then you're at a debilitating gash.
But
Yes.
it was reduced to 4 because you got a success.
So it's only a flesh wound.
Okay. So it's a flesh wound. A hit sinks into the character's flesh, slicing shallowly or creating a vicious contusion. Character suffers the wounded condition for the ring they use for this check. If they are already suffering an injury, treat this as a debilitating. Okay, so I have the wounded condition. What does that mean?
I don't know.
I'm better than you? That's what that means.
Go ahead.
Now I got to look up the wounded.
This is taking too long.
Oh, here, wounded condition. It's down here on the bottom of 12. Description: a part of the character's body is badly injured enough to hinder their use of it. This is reflected mechanically by one of the rings being negatively affected when the character uses it,
By how much?
which should be recorded along with the condition. See thematic wounds effects. Increase of TN of checks with the affected ring by 1. So you increase the target number of checks with the affected ring by 1. Removed when any character who can provide treatment may make target number 4 medicine roll.
All right.
That's not going to be a problem yet.
So second round.
Round 2.
No.
Which take 2 additional strikes.
2 strife.
If you move
I'm over.
beyond...
You're
over.
over.
Oh, I'm over. Oh, yeah, he's over now.
Okay.
What's your thing?
I don't know.
Well,
He's your PC. Figure that NPC.
His outburst is this.
That's not fair.
That's what he is. That's why I was hoping you'd just kill him in the first shot.
Oh.
no. Well,
I'm
here's
sorry to
something-
let
no.
you down. I did my best.
Hold on. Here's something that actually is part of the rules. If...
No, he doesn't have to have an outburst. He just he's negatively affected.
Okay.
No, but
Until he has-
here's what
yeah.
happens. As 2 combatants stare each other down, one makes a move. A gap sometimes open in their defenses, giving your opponent a chance to end the fight with a single well-placed blow.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, a character can only perform actions during their turn, but in a duel, things can turn in an instant. The first time each character's strife exceeds their composure during the duel, the opponent may immediately perform a finishing blow.
Hassan Chop.
The character performs a finishing blow, chooses the attack action, and performs it, interrupting anything their target is doing, including resolving a check of their own, in which case the finishing blow resolves step 6 of the check, blah, blah, blah.
After strife results.
Yeah, if you succeed in performing a finishing blow, instead of dealing damage, it deals a critical strike with a severity equal to 2 times the deadliness of your weapon.
Excellent. Do your worst.
Okay. I'm going to use my help a player for an extra.
Okay.
Too. Right. Ooh. 1 explosive success. How many successes do I need?
2.
Alright. Shit. Alright. So 2 successes. I'll take both opportunities. And then I'll reroll this one with another success.
You only how many? What's your ring? Because you only can take as many dice as your ring.
Keep as many
3.
Three.
Oh, okay, never
Yeah,
mind then. I'll take all 3 successes then.
Okay.
And not the opportunities. So 3 successes and 1 strife. And now I'm at my max at my strife.
But you haven't exceeded.
I haven't exceeded it. I'm at it though.
So this is happening.
Okay.
So now the deadliness of the katana
Is a 4.
is
Hold
a
on, let
4.
me double check. It might be a 5.
But
No,
there-
because
there's
it's
5 I
something
thought.
slash something.
Deadliness is a 5.
Yeah.
Deadliness
Damage
five.
is a
Go ahead.
4.
So then it's the severity is a maiming blow
Okay.
of the critical strike. The character is gravely hurt by the strike and might never be able to fully recover. The character is assigned the following scar disadvantages of their choice.
How much damage was done?
It's a severity 10 critical strike.
So how many hit points off of my monster's card do I?
That doesn't affect that. This is outside of that.
Okay.
Because
So then you don't actually take damage from the physical strike?
This is a
You
yes.
Right, you get that.
This has an effect.
It has a condition, but he's not out.
This is like the level of stuff that's listed on here is like damaged organ, lost arm,
Yeah.
lost leg.
But that doesn't. None of that has a game effect on his.
No, I think, don't you get the damage part, which is the katana is 4?
I have a question. Is
And
this
then the
all
deadliness.
for in between 2 PCs? Like, is there maybe
No.
another set of rules somewhere?
No.
Okay.
Well,
No,
there is
no.
the resolve it in one roll rule.
Right.
Yes,
What's that?
but that's for like a large combat.
Oh, okay.
So weapons have a damage point and a deadliness point. So the
damage-
the
I
damage
would-
of a katana is 4. And
So
the
I'm
deadliness is
assuming he would
5.
take
We know
that.
that.
Yes.
And he had additional successes.
I had enough to double it, I think. I had 3 successes.
You had the one additional
Yeah.
success. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's 10 deadly points.
Okay.
And now you're missing an arm or something.
Then his arm's off.
Oh, all other effects of the attack action are resolved as normal. So yes, you still take
Okay.
the
Okay. All right.
5 damage to your.
And you
resilience.
have no arm.
Is that what it is? Is it an arm? What
I
is
don't
the
know.
What ring did he last use?
fire?
No, what ring did you use? I'm sorry.
Earth. Head.
That would be a damaged
Or-
heart
Ooh.
Oh, that's probably going to kill him.
Damaged organ.
or damaged organ. Those are both listed under.
It's like
the
you
earth.
slinched open his liver.
And he is affected with the bleeding condition.
Okay. All right. So he falls to his knees. His sword drops.
Damn you.
And he's clutching his
You
guts,
ruined it.
falling to the ground,
Right.
collapsing, slowly fading away.
And you can shed a tear in private for the death of your enemy.
As the snowflakes gather along the steaming.
He died
edge of your
honorably.
blade.
I don't have a. I don't know. I don't know what the honorable thing.
I kind
is
of dig
on
that
it.
critical strike thing. The rest of it is a little unwieldy.
Yes, I agree.
I think once we get better with it, and when we're not flipping between 2 separate books, because I think that's the big thing right now. We're flipping between the beta manual and the revisions that they've put out since then.
Well, we'll only be doing that for a year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, now we just go, all right,
But-
stare down and
Yeah.
roll.
I
and-
feel like the next one will go faster. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe next time we'll try the combat in one roll.
It's not combat. It's specifically like
A duel in
Yeah.
one roll.
Pages that there was a... Oh, there's a parrying in here, too. Now, after that's all over, I see the parrying.
Well, it's over now.
Yeah. We're not redoing it. I'm gonna walk up to him, but not like within. Because I don't trust him at this point. Charles like, give him some tea and a poem. You fought with honor, and you lost. Hopefully, this clears any doubt of the Inukai's innocence.
He's laying on the ground.
Yeah.
I mean, you can hear some breathing,
Yeah.
some raspy breathing, but you know he's not long for this world.
Okay. Are there any peasants or people about?
It's in the middle of the night. It's
Night.
like probably 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. There is no one out here.
So he can't.
And if there were,
so he
there's
was-
samurais out here with swords.
Yeah, they're running. So he can't respond to me. He can't talk to me.
No.
All right.
Do that
I'm gonna pick him up.
blade flick in the snow.
No.
With the,
He's down now.
No,
That's
no,
not
no,
an
no, no,
audio.
Picking your blade up.
yeah,
Oh.
you know how they always flick the blade.
Yeah,
and
across the snow. Yes.
Right.
do that thing and put it back. And then...
it's really easy to tell when he dies, because his breath is steaming.
Super steamy.
Right.
You don't have to get a mirror or anything.
Yeah.
Reminded us
Yeah,
South
I guess
Park when
I'll
Chef
pick
dies.
him up
Okay.
gently, trying, and I'll carry him back to the... wherever he's...
The keep?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, his master committed seppuku, so I can't take him back there.
Well, that was at the keep.
That was
Okay,
at
yeah,
the
I'll
keep.
take him to the keep then.
Okay. All right.
So I'm being very gentle. I'm trying not to. Yeah.
Sometime on the path, on the walk there, he dies.
Okay.
And they see you, and they move to the side and let you in. So
Right.
you're inside the keep. Where do you want to go?
Wherever part of the keep he and his clan and his family are from, or his master. I'll take him back to his master's.
He was a crane, right?
He's Crane.
He's Crane. They're all Crane, but
Everybody's Crane.
yeah. You're a Crane. You're a Crane. Everybody gets a Crane.
Bees! That was one of my favorite old internet memes.
What?
Like,
Bees?
it's it's like the clip from when Oprah gave everybody in the audience a car and everybody's all super excited and going, losing their shit. But she's up on stage going, you get a car, you get a... But instead they put in like bees flying out from backstage and the subtitle of bees and all the people are like, ah!
All right, so I'm carrying him.
Shirotoshi. That's
Okay.
that's the name of the keep. Okay. You can tell by the way he's dressed that he was Kakita.
Mm-hmm. All right, I will take him to.
So you can take him to the Kakita daimyo.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to take him to the daimyo, but I want to take him to at least his family so that they can give him a proper burial.
Okay. You walk up and there's almost like little mini not castles, but little like mini fortresses that are set up. And there's one for Kakita, and you see that there's someone outside. Definitely Kakita, dressed very well. Seems to be sparring with the shadows as you're approaching.
Yeah. I have come to return this samurai to his family. He challenged me to a duel in the night and fought honorably and bravely and well. But in my trying to return him here, it seems he has passed while I was walking this way.
She looks at him.
I'm gonna lay him somewhere it looks not gross, and so I'm not touching
You
him.
don't just walk up and go,
Yeah, no, I'm lay him out
here,
respectfully.
have your asshole back.
A little bit, a little, because I'm not supposed to touch him. So, but he wasn't dead when I picked him up.
Right. Yeah, it's like Dibsies.
Yeah, exactly. And Ghost Head's like, "How dare you dishonor yourself by handling a dead body?" The Booker room, or whatever they're called, Kuman,
Birkenstock.
exists for a reason. This crane has
Birkenstock.
already made you forget your training.
So yeah, you sort of lay him down on a bench, and she says, "I thank you for returning him to me."
Thank you. You should know that he fought well and died honorably. And head out.
You just start to walk away, and she says, "May I know the name of the samurai who killed my son?"
Oh, good.
My name is Makiko.
Thank you.
Oh, snap.
Yep.
Is that a strife hit?
Is it strife? I probably should get a strife for that.
Sure, if you want. Yeah.
All right,
Because once you use your strife up, it resets, right?
yeah. All right, so I'm crying now as I walk away. Trying really hard not to ugly cry.
I'm just making a note about
Peter Falk.
Once I cry, does it erase
Yeah.
the strife?
That scares me.
an outburst resets your strife. Is that correct?
I believe it does. I believe once you have an outburst, it gets rid of your strife.
Yes.
We will assume that is the case.
Otherwise, you have an outburst, and you still have to then go shopping. So yeah, I think it gets rid of your.
I mean,
Right.
well,
Rage
no.
shop.
Is that like you read that, or is that an assumption that makes sense to you?
I seem to remember reading it that an outburst gets. I will look it up while you guys are
Okay.
debating, but I will just to verify.
Yeah, either that or you have to keep crying until you drink some tea.
Right.
Right.
That's me. She has to keep crying until she does tarot cards.
Oh, at the
That's
end
right.
at the end of the scene, I lose half my strife.
Yes.
Okay, so
Okay.
I wouldn't have then, because at the end of that fight scene, I
Right.
would have lost. So I didn't cry.
Okay.
No, at the end of the scene where you have the outburst,
Oh.
you lose half
I
your.
believe
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I
yeah.
believe that that's
Oh,
what they're
got it.
saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So you don't get rid of all. You only get rid of half.
Only half of it. Okay, great.
Then you still have to drink tea.
Okay.
Roll the bones.
Well, for me, it's fortune telling.
Okay.
All right.
So where are you headed to?
Guess the white ash and stone.
Okay. And where did you guys go?
There.
Okay.
Just for future reference, dude, there are some pre-made NPCs
Oh, are there?
on page 220.
I bet you they're better than the ones I have.
Probably.
Oh, there are. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Okay.
I think it's for their little adventure, but you can certainly.
I could totally use those. Oh, yeah. My guy was nerfed.
There's also some.
Not that there's any less honor in
No.
it for
There's
your
also
character.
some on page 203.
Evidently, I have a new enemy. So I
Maybe.
try to be honorable, though.
What you
It's
get
like,
for killing the younglings.
he shouldn't have called me out like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Here's doing.
Here's a warrior monk. So actually 197.
All right.
Let's keep playing our game, though.
Okay, 190, 192.
Alright.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would have gone back there.
Okay. So you guys are probably already back there. No, you waited longer, so she probably is. She's probably sitting there by the time you guys show up. Her
I
events
have a
having
beer in
happened
front of me.
because you waited longer to talk to the
Right.
dude,
That's true.
right?
So do we see like a blood spatters in the snow on our way back?
I don't know. Would they? That was a. You cleaned your blade off and
I did, but I mean, it was also a pretty quick duel. There was
right.
like,
Oh, you might see. You know what you might see.
and
is-
it's
that
still
fool's
snowing.
What you might see is a big sort of brownish red spot in the middle of the snow in the road, and then like a drip that is leading off. So clearly, yeah, something happened.
Well, I'm not the city guard. I'm not gonna.
I'm sorry. We lose strife equal to our water ring at the end of a duel scene. No outburst required. So I wouldn't have had my
Oh, okay,
outburst,
all right, fine.
even though my water ring's super small.
So you're right on the edge.
Living on the edge.
Yeah, everything's different in duels, isn't it?
Thank you, Sir Guido, for clarifying that point. So yeah, I didn't cry, but I was still very respectful and nice to, other than killing their son. I
Right.
was super nice. And I'm drinking now.
Okay.
Nice. Hi. So I murdered your child.
Here's your kid. There you go.
Have a great day.
Actually, I think I have to be cleansed for touching a dead body, don't I?
He wasn't dead when
No.
you picked him up, though.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
technicality.
Okay.
I would say that rule doesn't apply. It like you didn't find him dead,
And touch him.
Right.
Yeah.
and
Okay.
then like, ooh, I'm gonna.
No, okay. So I was returning him. He died on the process.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I would
So
say.
it's probably like a 15-minute rule
okay.
for when somebody dies.
Oh, you took
In
16,
on-
16 minutes walking
yeah.
here. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm
Well, you
sitting
know-
there drinking then.
Well, the whole reason behind that is because you got to get rid of dead bodies
Yeah,
and you have to dispose of them
Yeah.
Before
in
the
a timely manner before they get all tainty.
Shadowland madness. Yeah, they just start sprouting doilies everywhere. It's horrendous.
All right. So you're in your cups at the White Ash and Stone, and you arrive, and you see her. She's where you are sitting at the family table.
No.
Where are you sitting?
Off in the corner.
Yeah, off in the corner.
Okay.
My general seat away from the family table.
And the place is closed, but of course you just come in and go behind the bar, get what you want. You know?
I'll go in the kitchen.
Okay. Odie's in the kitchen.
I'll give the nod and then go over and get my favorite teapot.
Okay.
Put it on the fire. Or stove.
Stove.
Yeah.
Odie's like, hoping myself to midnight snacks, you know.
Absolutely. Before bed. I was up late tonight. I need a little calming. Does anybody remember the checks for trying to attempt to lower your strife?
A fortune telling plus, oh, that was you.
But I assume it's similar. L5R. Well, I'm going to be attempting to do that. with
Okay,
this
all right.
T.
So you're coming out with a pot of tea.
Page 68. Yes.
Okay. All right. What's Kazuki doing? Sorry.
Oh, he sits down at the family table and waits for tea.
All right.
He looks over and waves at
Makiko
Mikiko.
or Kamiko. Kamiko.
Medicine void
Makiko.
for me. Oh, well, look at there. Two.
You only get to keep 2.
Okay, I have to remember that.
Yeah. But I was putting all the positive things in one
Oh,
place
okay.
so I could determine what I wanted.
And
So I
that
got-
and that includes the rerolls? Does that include?
No.
No.
Oh.
No. The rerolls are exempt from that.
I should have kept it up. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Good note.
That's how you can get 6 or 8 successes in a,
That makes sense.
because it is possible.
So I have brewed like a sleepy time
Okay. All right.
medley.
With chamomile.
So I can lose 3 strife.
You're like, what's his name from Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Sure.
The old guy.
Yeah. I
I
We should
don't
have
know.
some
I
tea.
Never
Tea.
seen it.
Oh, you haven't seen it? Oh, it's so good.
Oh my god. Dave, you'd love it so much. It's so good.
There was like a flying water buffalo or something, and I was out.
Oh.
No, but it's got 6 legs.
Yeah, it's the best.
Everybody loves Toph at the end of the visit.
You got to watch it. Your kids will love it. Your kids will adore it too, and it's so good.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to do that because it's off the air, so there's no marketable items that go with it.
Oh, that's true.
Showing them an old cartoon is super dangerous because then I have to go to eBay to find shit,
All right, that's a
spend
good,
hundreds
that's
of
a
dollars
legit
on
point.
junk that's not around anymore.
Okay, well you should watch it then and never.
in secret.
Yeah, but gosh.
Children will be like, "You should watch this cartoon," and they'll be like, "No."
Someday when they're
throw away
old
children.
enough, you need to have them watch it though, because it's amazing. All right, I guess I will be throwing the bones since I'm super upset about what I did. And what did we say it was? It was void, and there was 2 survival, was just to see how our the safety of our future, because I can choose
Survival void
is like
to look for small omens, or theology
Oh, yeah, I'll have
void
one.
to read the stars.
yeah. I'm looking for small omens. Oof.
Net loss of 1 strife.
Yeah, I'll take one.
No, because you only need 1 success.
Yeah, I'll take 1 success and 2 opportunities, and then I'll lose 2 void or 2 strife.
Do you want sushi?
No, the blood sugar's still too high. So you're doing the fortune telling thing to find out.
Just like looking for small omens, mostly to keep my mind busy because I just killed a guy.
Mostly to get rid of strife. My motivation is to get rid of strife.
Well, I mean, I'm sitting there at a table drinking. It's not something
Right.
that I wouldn't do. I'm not like,
Well, and you were by yourself until moments ago.
Yeah.
So you were just entertaining yourself.
yeah. You can think about it for a few minutes. It's not
I'll think about it.
dire right now.
Okay.
I'll pour mugs for everybody.
Are you her included?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I probably saw her sitting over there as I walked in.
Right.
I just come out with an extra cup.
Ghost Dad says, almost proud. I would berate you for killing one of your current clan, but he was only Crane. Remember the crab before you are ended in the same manner, or return to crab before you're ended in the same manner. They didn't cut
Sushi
it all
will
the way
not
through.
release.
Yeah.
So, we found the guy. He said he'd send someone here with word for us. So I'm pretty pleased about that.
Excellent. Good to know you finally got in the whorehouse. Well done.
No, he came out.
Even better.
Well,
Did you end up climbing on the roofs like ninjas?
no, we waited outside.
No.
Cold.
Yes. Well, I fought a duel and killed a member of the Kikita family, so it's been a busy night for all of us.
You left at midnight and you found somebody to murder?
It wasn't murder. It was completely legal.
Yeah. Well, he's dead. You're not. It's cool. But is there like...
He challenged me to a duel as
Oh,
a
he
member
brought-
of the Inukai family.
Oh, I see.
I defended myself, and we both fought with honor. He died with honor.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, it's a testament to your skill. Good job.
Well, there was no doubt of my skill, but thank you. Unfortunately, Crane, the last thing the Crane clan needs is infighting. And
Well, that's going to get worse before it gets better.
absolutely. But we should all be wary. It seems that our warning of young upstart Crane looking to make a name for themselves by killing members of the Inukai family was accurate. Unfortunately, young fighters like them don't know what it really means to swing a blade. I returned him to his family, though.
Not approvingly.
I'm glad it wasn't me.
That died. I'm glad I didn't have
Both.
to kill you as well.
Or was involved in the duel.
Oh.
Mainly for out-of-character reasons.
That may have been the nicest thing she ever said to you.
And I'm glad I didn't have to kill you. Yeah.
Just because adding in magic to that fiasco of a duel would have been so much worse.
We'd still be doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Well,
in-
it does specifically say that, like, Shugenja can use their magic in a duel.
Yes.
Honorably.
That's good to know.
Because that was always a worry for me. I was always like, this seems like a really big disadvantage to the whole samurai system. Like,
Like
I
if-
spent a long time learning a bunch of magic, but some upstart can come along and be like, I challenge you to a duel. I'll be like, well, shit. I didn't spend any time learning how to use a sword.
right?
I could boil his eyes out of his face, but... Yeah.
Isn't that what Yojimbos are for?
Well, sure, but...
Only in this case does he have a Yojimbo. Not every Shugenja has a
That-
Yojimbo that
well,
follows
yeah.
him around.
That's
This just happens to be this particular school.
That's true.
It does have a whole paragraph about how, like, duels at Shugenja schools are purposely not to the death.
Yes.
Because they're like, a Shugenja is rare and valuable.
Right.
Do not spend your life such...
So what information do you think you can get from this?
Well, I'm
Horror
hoping
monger?
that maybe he's seen the changes in his brother, and he doesn't like them. maybe we can use him to get close to the champion
Possibly.
without having to fight through his whole retinue. Maybe.
He has to be careful. His brother's unstable.
Absolutely, yeah. He does. He has to stay cautious with the way his brother's been acting. But
Absolutely.
as he's seen these changes, I would assume he's not happy about it.
Well, he's spending his evenings in a whorehouse. He can't be that unhappy.
Well, he might be deeply unhappy inside. His heart may be heavy with the things he's seen.
Oh.
He's drowning his sorrows in.
We suspect he's weak and pathetic. I understand.
Or bored.
Yeah. Or just that his brother doesn't trust him anymore because he doesn't agree.
Or maybe he was not worthy of that trust. In which case, we should not trust him either.
Well, we'll never know that until we find out what he has to say.
This is true.
Well, I'm going to go to bed. It's late.
I agree.
Glad you're still alive.
I am as well. Thank you. I think I will go to one of the shrines in the morning and cleanse after my battle. And then we can go and meet this new friend of yours.
I've heard there's a hot stone bath thing down the street. It's really nice.
Oh, excellent. Thank you.
So you guys are going to sleep?
Yeah.
Next morning?
I don't think I've ever seen someone actually open up the whole packet of soy sauce to dump it out like that.
Why?
What do you mean?
No, everybody I know always tears it open on the corner and then has to do the squeeze.
What did she do?
She took the whole top off and just like poured it
in
out.
the thing so I can dip it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you do at the
No,
restaurants.
but look at the packet.
Right?
Oh, yeah, she tore the shit out of that.
Tore the whole top off. Yeah.
Kimmy, don't let him get to you.
I'm not criticizing you.
What
I'm
a
just saying,
weird
like,
way to open up a soy sauce package.
right?
Wow.
Everybody does the squeeze.
They're saying most people would just
Do the
I
corner.
get it. No, I understand, but it just
Yeah, like the directions say, you freak.
God.
not a rule follower.
I just killed a guy in a duel. Now's not the
wasn't
time
a
to talk about
criticism.
how I opened this packets. Okay.
Maybe you just fucking raged it. I don't know. Like,
It just like ripped really easy. It just kind of came off. I don't know.
yeah, that's what
Does it
they'd
matter?
all say when they.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
So it's the next morning.
All right.
Good morning.
Strange
It's
interlude.
probably a very late morning. No.
I'm up early.
Okay.
Go get my cleanse on.
Okay.
I'm probably feeling pretty good. We accomplished something.
Mm-hmm.
Things have been looking up. Nobody on our team died yesterday.
Right.
Better than the day before. So, I think I'm a positive bloke.
Okay.
Just probably get up and greet the sun, look out the window, admire the birds chirping in the winter cold.
Okay. Looks like it's been snowing all night. There are peasants out sort of clearing the roads. But you can see like the rooftops are starting to get a nice heavy stack on top of them. And it's still this sort of light flurries.
I'm down and I've already had like my basic breakfast.
Unless you wake me up super early.
Nah, I'll let you sleep.
I'll do fortune telling again, but we don't have to roll it again.
Okay.
We can use the same one.
All right.
But I'll just say that I'm doing that.
Okay. As you're rolling the dice, Odie walks in.
Okay.
This is a boring city.
It is the dead of winter. Most cities are boring in this time.
The wall is not boring in winter.
This is true.
It's most exciting in winter.
It is. Well, I did fight a duel last night.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
I assume you won.
Yes. A young man in the Kakita family challenged me on my way last night. Unfortunately for him.
The Kakita as duelists are almost worthy of respect.
Yes. I took 2 hits rather than 1. So, yes. Fairly well. My companions seem to still be sleeping.
Then you're awake.
Yeah, I'm not asleep. I'm just not.
Right.
Not
I'm
down
not
it.
leaving without him. He gets into trouble.
Right.
So I'm there.
I don't. I have not once caused trouble.
So you guys come down.
Yeah. Good morning.
I need something to do.
You should join us today.
What are you doing?
I have no idea. But it's better to be bored with others than bored by yourself.
Indeed.
What are we doing today?
Waiting. Let's take a tour. Let's visit all of the various shops that sell food. See what the city has to
This
offer in
is
the
a
winter.
boring city. You're right. It's a very boring city. I feel like our friend's probably already done this.
I have mostly stayed here and in a couple other ale houses and tea houses. I have not
Perhaps we could find
looked
some
upon the.
dried fish.
Mm.
No, the chat room reminds us not to forget that the painting Ichiro commission should probably be ready soon.
Good, because I need to get rid
Oh,
of
that's
this.
right.
I need to get rid of this strife because I'm at. I just picked up the page and went, oh, yeah. So I'm actually at my limit again. I haven't gone over.
I love the fact that your thing is shopping. It's the best.
It isn't. It's gift giving, but that's only part.
Yeah,
well,
but
no,
you have to acquire the gift.
right.
Yeah, that's
and I
part of
guess
the mechanic of
yeah,
it.
it
Yeah.
is. Yeah, it's shopping.
He's a stress shopper.
It is.
But I just love the fact that there's a guy, a huge dude with a chalkboard that probably writes shopping.
I think that it's important that we are seen at the keep today. After a duel, helping to prove our family's innocence, it is important that we show our faces and everyone sees that the Inukai are not afraid.
Perhaps we make a grand tour of the city. Get out there and visit places and make ourselves seen a lot of places that we're not hiding.
I need to go pick up that watercolor. What's the name of the person that it's for? What's her name again? Was
it for that Daimyo or for the?
Oh, was it for the Inukai courtier?
I
For
believe it was.
Itube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Itube?
Itube.
Yeah. That's the one, because you bought the gift for the daimyo.
Yes.
And while we were there, I was like, oh, your paintings are glorious. Why don't you make one? I don't remember of what.
We should really re-listen to these episodes.
Well, it's been like a month since.
I believe it was a crane. I believe I had a.
Yes.
I was having them
sounds
do
right.
one of those cool gestural drawings of a crane,
Yes.
and then when I give the gift, hopefully we'll get rid of some of the strife.
All right. Is that where you're going?
Yeah.
Okay.
Might as well go there
Start
first.
there.
Yeah, that's a
Right.
good.
All right.
Look,
place
an
is ready.
idea. Let's
Yeah.
go.
All right. So
Look, every single person out there watching and every single person in this room has had those days sitting around with their friends like, what are we going to do today?
Yeah.
Right.
It happens.
And one guy's like, well, I got some stupid shit to do. And everybody's like, yeah, let's go do
Do
it.
the thing.
we're going to come with you while you do your stupid shit.
Yeah. Oh, you got to go to Lowe's and buy a sprinkler head? Sure.
Sure.
All right.
I got stupid shit to do.
So your painting is ready. Watercolor.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean.
Right.
One of those
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Well,
I'm wearing as much armor as is polite to wear in a city.
Oh, I would think in the dead of winter you can probably wear quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not quite in the dead of winter,
I'll
just the beginning of winter.
pay them for it and bow deeply.
All right, you give them an appropriate amount of
Does it look
coin.
nice?
Yes, yeah. It's quite lovely.
Okay. Does it come like wrapped up in a little scroll, kind of like? Does it come gift wrapped?
Yeah, it's got there's like a cloth draped over it.
So, yeah. Is it rolled up or is it like actually framed?
It's probably framed, I guess. I would assume. Unless you want it rolled up.
Nah, we'll go with it framed.
Okay.
So I look at it and it looks good. Looks
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. I mean, it's not. Oh my God, this is amazing, but it's all right.
Yeah.
It's
For
good. It's
street
good.
vendors kind of
Yeah.
thing, yeah. All right.
Nice. Very nice.
I'll tuck it under my arm.
Okay.
Hey, do I have a backpack? I think I have a pack. I'll put it in my pack.
All right.
Safely in my pack.
Okay.
Away from the snow. Even though it's wrapped in parchment or something with string. And
Right.
it would have been rice paper. I don't know. But keep it away from the snow.
All right.
You know what I need to do?
What?
I need to visit a clothing vendor.
Okay.
I need to purchase an appropriate blue Guy Fieri outfit.
Yes. That's right. You have the blue with flames. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
it's blue flames now.
Right.
So, I will go to the garment district
Okay.
and look for fabrics.
All right. Well, there's a lot of blue fabric here.
That's good.
Most people have. They have a lot of some other stuff too, but primarily whites and blues. And
I'm going to keep an eye out for some blue training armor because I noticed that hers has a cut in it.
okay. All right.
I'm not wearing my training armor right now, though. I'm just clarifying.
You're in regular.
Yeah. Not gonna go jump like that again. That's not happening.
But yeah, I don't have any idea how much something like that would cost.
An appropriate amount of money.
You pay the
Do I have the appropriate amount of money to
Yes.
pay for it?
Yes,
Okay.
you do.
So I will commission, like the pilot flame of a heater,
Like this is the fancy pants arm. This is the
Yeah,
fancy
the-
pants clothes.
sanctified
Right.
robes
Okay.
deal.
So you got to find a really upscale tailor. Silk,
Yeah.
all of that.
Right.
They got to take that silk and unspool it and dye it. Yeah.
The whole thing. Yeah. I
they-
know it'll take some time.
Yeah, like months.
Well, we're here a while.
We're gonna make silk robes. Isn't that like a? It's a big deal, right?
I would imagine.
And don't they dye the thread before they weave it? So it's not like you can.
Well, this isn't off the
This isn't
off
I'm,
the
I'm
rack
not going
color.
Right.
Yeah, they probably have plenty of blue already on hand. But yeah, that's
Okay.
something that I should do. In the meantime, though, I'll probably buy like a blue sash and a blue headband to go with the red outfit.
Okay. All right.
I shake my head as I'm tying the sash on him and then tying the headband on him. Have to get something that involves two hands. You can't just get a glove.
Michael Jackson Shugenja.
Did you buy a box of cookies?
No, I'm sending her to buy me some soda.
Oh, are you getting a Diet Coke?
Yeah, you want some?
I'll give you some too.
I was like, hey, teenager, if I gave you some money, would you walk down to the store and buy Diet Coke? She's like, sure. I called her name. I didn't call her teenager. Okay, that should be enough.
Yeah.
You want a liter or something? Or are you talking about six packs?
I don't know.
Back.
I was just going to get the little bottles.
Make sure she takes a bag. There's a cloth bag hanging on the door now. All right. So you do that, and you.
When that sash slips, you're tightening it yourself.
Yeah. Well, I can cinch it.
Did you miss the conversation?
No, I heard it.
Okay.
And what are you doing?
Well, I was looking for maybe the appropriate gift to give her would be a replacement set of training armor, because hers was cut in the duel, which I noticed the other night.
So I think maybe I'm just going to keep an eye out. If I don't see it, I don't see it. But I need to give another gift in order to bring this down because I don't.
Yeah, you're not really seeing any that.
Armor's kind of specific.
Yes,
I understand.
Especially training armor is
Yeah,
also.
I get
You probably need to go to a.
Different place.
A bespoke armor dealer.
Or the place where they do the training.
Oh, like a training
A
facility.
dojo?
Yeah.
Yes.
A dojo. Right?
Mojo Dojo.
Sure.
All right. So they've gone shopping. Anything else anyone want to do?
I figured that I was just kind of trailing behind them, looking bored.
Okay. Anyone want to do anything, I don't know, cursed sword gathering related?
Don't you love it when these FFG games turn into shopping? It happens every time.
What is it with this? You know what it is?
Because I have
Everyone wants to avoid
combat.
the game mechanics so much.
No, that's not what it is.
I actually have to give gifts because otherwise I'm going to have an outburst.
I know.
We have our plan, and we're waiting for that guy to make
Okay,
contact.
all right.
We are.
No, you're meeting him someplace, right?
No, he said he was going to send someone to contact
White Ash and
us.
Stone.
Oh, sending a messenger to White Ash and Stone. Okay, all right.
So we're waiting for you.
Okay, all right.
But we are serving the dual purpose of making ourselves seen and
Yes.
not looking like we're hiding. And
Right.
And I'm trying to buy gifts so that I can get rid of my
I understand.
strife. So it's part of the mechanic. I don't know if somebody in your Star
Okay.
Wars had the same problem when they had to go shopping to get rid
It's
of
all right.
strife.
strife was not an issue.
No, that was really just Bruce, like, loving, like, the intricacies of, like, how to make blaster weapons more
Oh.
powerful.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
because
it's
you can
different.
modify equipment.
This is quite literally the only way I can get rid of strife other than like
That's fine.
like
Yeah.
attacking people.
Okay.
Great mechanic.
Well, you picked it.
Right. Well, I also
picked your outburst.
I didn't realize how much strife gets piled on you for every little thing.
Well, especially when you roll.
Well, and because I don't have fire and earth, so my composure is only 6.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much every encounter you get 6 strife if we're just rolling dice.
All right. So yeah, we're biding our time. I'm also on the lookout while we're walking around doing the shopping thing for other people who are giving us dirty looks, who are like just to kind of to see. I mean, I'm sort of half expecting a bunch of Kakita to jump out at me today. Not that that would be honorable, but
While we're out here, maybe you should get a gift for the Kakita woman whose son was.
is that honorable? Does it seem like rubbing it in?
I don't know. It seemed like a good idea.
The chat
at
room
the time.
know, and they'll tell me in a minute.
I think the gift was giving her son back. Right.
Okay.
No.
But it like no hard feelings.
Sorry, kids did. Hope we're on the up and up.
Consolation prize.
Here's a piece of shit that I found in the thing. Here's a so-so painting of a crane. Here you go. Keep it forever. Remember the day your son died.
I'd have to pack it out when we leave after winter court's over.
Looking for the dude.
So we head back.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't want to be out all day because otherwise we're going to miss the message.
Never find the messenger.
Okay. All right. I'll wait till you come back. Good.
Oh well, you can just talk loud.
All right.
Not going that far.
You go back to the White Ash and Stone. And after a while, a messenger arrives.
Okay.
And now we got to wait for Dave because I can't talk to him.
Right. She doesn't know
I
that.
can.
Well, yeah, but they don't know you.
Oh, that's true. I don't know you.
That's why I said I would wait.
You could have dragged that out with more descriptive modifiers.
You can come out with. You can
All right.
come up.
So he's wearing all blue.
No, tell me what my role from earlier meant. I got a success and an opportunity.
See, I kind of need to know what the context of the.
Today I was
The
just looking for safety. Like I was mostly expecting more challenges and more duels. I was looking for that. That's specifically what I was rolling for.
Well, you didn't get that. You don't get safety. There's no safety. No.
Well, it's like omen for like threats and isn't like the survival like the physical.
Yeah, how you're going to fare,
Yeah,
I guess,
that's
or
what I
something.
mean.
Of
Like the
course.
physical challenges we will be faced with.
Lots of strife.
That's bad. All the bad.
Wave off, Maverick. The pattern
Okay.
is full. That's
Okay.
that's the sort of thing.
Great. Well, that explains why I went shopping in full armor.
Right.
That perfectly makes sense.
We went back to the White Ashen Stone.
You're sitting there, and a messenger comes in, and he walks up to you, and he hands you something, bows, and shuffles off.
That's sign language for Dave opening up the letter. For those of you listening at home.
Yes, I mimed opening a scroll tube.
It says Hamatoshi Shipbuilders.
Does he give a time or?
Didn't he say it's sunset or something? I don't remember.
It's fine. Yeah.
We'll just say sunset.
Yeah, sunset it is.
Whether he said it before or it's in the letter, doesn't matter. Irrelevant.
Hamatoshi.
Hamatoshi Shipbuilders.
Can't get away from the ocean.
Well, it's, Murasumi Shitoshi.
Next winter court will be inland.
So,
wait
anything, nightfall comes.
Oh, did you want to find Itube and give your painting?
Sure.
She comes in sometime around the evening dinner hour, a couple hours before sunset.
Oh, I perk
Probably
up.
out.
I perk up and I walk up to her and I bow. Mm-hmm. I'm going to hand her the wrapped up, still wrapped up.
Okay.
Bow again.
She opens it. Big smile across her face. This is lovely. I can't accept it. No,
Bow
I can't
to her
accept
again.
it.
No.
I
Fine.
can't. Okay.
Cool. Now, how do I get rid of strife?
That takes 3 strife away.
Yeah.
Okay. Automatically?
Yes.
3 is the number of strife.
I should get used to this because I've been doing it so
No
much.
more than
The
3.
whole game, that's all I've
It
been
will
doing
not be
is
2.
getting
It
rid
will
of
not
strife.
exceed or...
It will not be a 4. It will
Four
be
shall thou
3.
not count, neither count thou two,
Two.
accepting that thy
No,
then
continue
proceed
Continue
to
right
3.
on to 3.
5 is right out. So you make your way to the Hamatoshi
Yeah,
Shipbuilders. Okay.
a little early.
To make us race again, are they?
I can only hope not.
Are you taking Odie with you?
Yes.
Okay.
Because they might make us race again.
Okay.
And he's bored.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't mind. He's
right.
friendly.
So you get out and
Friendliest crab I've ever met.
True that.
you get out there and there's a kind of a rickety looking shack built. It's out on the beach, sort of around where the competition had happened.
Okay.
And there's a building, and you can see that there's lights on inside. There's someone inside working.
Hagrid.
No, it's like Quint in the shack.
Right.
Samurai Quint.
Adieu to your dear Spanish ladies.
Samurai Quint would be the best ever.
It's coming now.
Yep, it is.
Samurai.
Come on.
All right.
He's got one of those metal claws, and he uses it to get people's attention. Well, let's go. Are there any ships outside this building?
There are. You are seeing what kind of look like catamarans,
Okay.
but they've got like
double hulls.
steel reinforcements along the bottoms of the hull, and they're not. It's deep. They seem to be kind of narrow, almost like they're meant to be on the ice.
Oh. That's interesting.
And there's like 3 or 4 of them out there.
So the shack is what, like on a hill, like surrounded by
No,
buildings?
it's like you got the beach, right?
Yes.
And then you have like the little foresty thing behind there. And it's kind of up, just off the sand is this little shack. It's probably
And is it
maybe 20 by 20.
It's kind of isolated though. There's not a lot of trees
Well,
and stuff around.
Murasubishi Doshi's like right there.
Okay, let me tell you what it is I'm looking for.
Okay.
Are there places for lots of people to hide around it?
Behind,
If
in the
we can
forest,
get
sure.
Ambushed? Okay.
Thousands. There could be an army hiding back there.
Back in the forest. And the forest is like 20 feet away from the shack?
Yeah, probably a little more than that because they use the forest to make. I mean,
I understand.
and there's probably more of a divot in the forest around this guy's place.
Just
'cause
doing
he's
my
slightly lazy.
guardianshipness and
Right.
looking for possible dangers.
It's probably like a 20 or 30 meter run from the tree line to the shack.
So you'd have to
I'll just, sort of loosen my grip on my naginata
Okay.
and sort of using it as a walking stick. And I'll stop using it as a walking stick and maybe carry it. Not
All proper.
just, for ease.
Okay.
Just in case.
All right.
I'll go knock on the door.
Okay. Here's someone say, enter.
Good evening.
And there's a guy sitting there who's like, oh. He gets down and does the whole kowtow thing.
All right, I'm going to stay at the doorway,
Okay.
looking out, but I can still hear what's going on. It's not a very big shack.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Super quick. People who have been perusing the book while we go, Sir Guido found that on page 17 it states the following. In addition to the removal of strife as a result of an outburst, characters naturally remove strife as time passes. At
Oh!
the end of each scene, each character takes a number of strife equal to their water ring rank.
Now, is that in the revision, or
It
is that in
says
the
on
core
page
book?
17. I don't know.
Oh, I don't think the little book has got 17 pages in it.
Okay.
Good to know.
Yeah.
So we've been walking around with more strife than we ever needed.
Yes.
I've been doing a lot more shopping than I probably needed to do.
Yes.
Spending that imaginary money.
Cha-ching. It's okay. Made us well liked. It was helpful.
There it is,
We
right
are-
there.
Yeah, it's
Removing
right there.
strife.
And it looks like it has not been removed from
Cool.
by the beta.
Well, we were just doing our part for the local economy.
Yes.
Right.
Thank you for that.
Thank you, Guido. Thank you so much.
That will help me a lot in not shopping every scene because it was getting ridiculous. I'm like, I'm going to have to come up with a different way of
There's
dealing with
less
this.
people. I have no one left to give gifts.
Right,
for.
I was running out. I was starting to buy her a gift.
You're just trying to buy. Yeah, how dare you think of that, man?
Well,
Just buying candy, you're like handing it out to
Right.
the street urchins. You're like, here,
That's what I
that's
was gonna
3 stripe,
do.
that's 3 stripe, that's 3 stripe.
That's where I was
And you
going
get some
with
stripe. And you
Your
lose some
favorite candy. Your favorite candy.
I somehow know.
Yeah.
Okay. So you walk in, the guy kowtows, and then behind the door, you hear someone say, leave us. And he gets up and walks out the door and closes the door. And then a little boat maker walks past you,
Okay.
out the door and closes the door.
I'm in the door.
Well, he needs to walk past you.
Okay. I'll let him pass.
Okay.
In or out.
I'm in.
Okay.
Oh, because the guy said shut the door. Yeah, I guess I should be in.
Okay.
So I'll turn to the voice.
Okay.
Is it the same guy from last night?
Kurosado. Yep. Wasn't that his name? Did we figure that was his name?
So wrote it down.
Younger brother of the champion.
I didn't write it down.
Okay. I'll give him the appropriate deferential bow.
Mm-hmm.
Koratabo, yeah.
Kurosado.
Is it Doji Koratabo? Is it Domita's brother? Is it Domitas?
Domitai.
Domita is the crane champion.
Domitai.
Tai.
Kurosado.
Domitai. All right, whatever. Yeah.
Domitai.
Yes, it's the right person.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
It is. That's.
Yeah.
We're good. I give him the bow.
You give him a bow.
I will thank you for meeting with us. We have some grave concerns of recent events. And we're hoping that you might be able to help us see a way clear of the troubles that are brewing.
He gestures to continue.
When we first arrived in the city, we discovered a peasant that had been attacked. And this peasant was horribly mutilated. I kind of watch him to see if he has any reaction to...
Okay, let's
That's a roll for that.
do it. Let's do a thing. Let's get the overly complicated rules involved.
What?
No, we've done this before.
Yeah.
Are you using an actual skill you have, or is it a...
Well, it's just whatever I would do to suss out someone when I mention the mutilated peasant.
I'm looking.
See, it's martial skill? No.
No.
Courtesy games, performance.
I feel like
Scholarship
it was
skills. It's
Sentiment.
sentiment or... It's not culture. Oh, skullduggery? No. Or survival?
No. I was thinking this might be like courtesy, even.
Yeah. Is there a courtesy? Yeah, there is. Yeah. That sounds okay to me.
Okay, so like maybe a courtesy insight. Could be
Well, you
like-
wouldn't use two skills. You'd use a
Yeah,
skill in
No,
one ring.
insight is the approach, the fire approach for social skills.
That's insight, like cause a fight, not insight, like having insight into a person.
No, I know.
Oh, okay.
But
I
like
would say you want to use your water ring.
water. Okay.
Yeah, because your water ring is adaptable, powerful, perceptive.
Social approaches,
The
so that would be charm. Charming courtesy?
Sorry, auto dial from my kid's school.
No worries.
Probably telling us again that
Welcome back, such and such school parents.
Remember,
Yeah.
No,
daylight
it's
savings
this
time.
week.
Yeah.
no, it's totally the like
Daylight savings.
we take your child's safety seriously.
Yeah.
Here's
so
the local police
we're
report for the week.
rolling. It wouldn't. Are you sure it wouldn't be scholars? It wouldn't be sense for void. I mean, I guess that's fine. Whatever you want.
Sense?
You're the GM. Yeah, it's
Oh,
on
that's
the
a
next
scholar
one.
skill.
The scholar's sense, like sentiment, maybe.
I don't think that's what that skill means.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so
Cool.
I'm going with charm and courtesy.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so here I go.
Do
Big
the
money.
thing.
This is really my forte, but oh well.
I'm not charming or courteous.
Nope. You're not.
I have
An opportunity,
an opportunity,
but no successes.
Okay.
and I'm not taking the one with the stripe.
So you don't know.
It's not-
You're not gauging his reaction whatsoever. Your ability to suss this guy out is beyond you.
But this this poor woman was able to testify as to what happened to her, and we brought it to the attention of
Too big?
no
The Asahina Daimyo.
Yeah.
Akihasama, Akiha, yeah,
Just the daimyo.
the daimyo of the Asahina family.
Don't worry about the name. It doesn't matter at this
Sabide?
point.
Sabide?
Really doesn't
Sabido
matter. She's
Domingo.
dead. It doesn't matter. Like
Uedo?
No, that's the new one. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. We brought it to her attention. She asked us to keep a copy of the testimony and to...
Is Pepsi okay? I mean, Coke okay?
Diet Coke.
Did you say it was diet?
Yeah.
My mistake.
Okay, great. All right, we'll put it away then. I won't drink it. But
Alright.
all right, put it in the fridge. Thanks.
Sorry.
It's just not my day.
Always write a list. Always a list.
Oh, yeah.
It's fine. Let's just pay.
We still have a copy of the testimony that she witnessed, and others witnessed as well. But suddenly, after she started investigating the situation, she found herself dead. And unfortunately, the testimony implicated the champion, your brother.
Now I'm going to watch his reactions.
Okay, all right.
Using the same formula you just gave Dave, which
Sure.
is courtesy.
But with more dice, but a worse roller.
Right. So let's see.
We'll see how that shakes out.
So, okay, so it's a water, so I roll my water.
Yeah, that's
Water.
water's your
Water
D6s.
courtesy.
Courtesy.
And then courtesy would be the D10s.
Will you go back and see if they'll switch it?
Courtesy would be the
12s.
You
D12s.
made the mistake.
Maybe, but if it's like food, does that mean? Do you think?
If it's not opened, I think they might.
I have 2 opportunities.
No successes? No
You got a
successes.
success.
Yeah, 1 success with a strife.
You want to take the strife?
No, all I need is 1 success. So yeah, I'll take the strife.
Okay.
But well, I can also do the opportunities, right? Because up to my ring.
Yeah. You could have 2
So I
opportunities.
have 2 opportunities and a success.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're trying to figure out what again?
I'm reading his reaction, like what his reaction is to this news. Whether he's well, you're boring me. I've heard this before, or oh, he did what?
Hold on a second. Yes.
Can you tell if I can come with you, please?
Yeah. Tell him I said to come with you. Yeah, it's starting to get dark out there. Is it? No, not yet. Yeah.
I just want to see if he's surprised by this news.
Which news? I'm sorry. 'Cause I'm-
Yes. The fact that that we have documents that he killed this peasant, and
Dishonorably.
dishonorably. That was it.
that his brother.
That his brother
right?
did. Yes.
Okay. He does not seem surprised at all.
Okay.
He very specifically doesn't seem surprised.
That's actually quite telling.
So,
Not surprised.
so our hope is that we're looking for a way to deal with the situation of someone far greater than us in the clan's hierarchy.
What do you want of me?
Well, our hope is to assemble as many people as we can to attempt to find out why your brother has begun to act in such a way. We suspect that it has to do with his new weapon. And it may, in fact, have the touch of shadow upon it. And if we could remove it from him, perhaps he could be cleansed and his honor regained. There's nothing that would make us happier.
So you wish me to steal my brother's sword and give it to you?
Or assist us
Going.
in acquiring it, or assist us in gaining access to your brother.
Yeah. I asked him, he said no, and I was like, Dad said, he was like, I don't care, no.
What assurances do I have that you are not agents of my brother, trying to deceive me?
Well, our family has already been implicated in the death of the Asahina daimyo. We would have literally nothing to gain if we were acting on your brother's behalf. We are outsiders. We've just come. This is our first winter court with the Crane clan. And the Inukai Valley is prosperous. has suffered losses recently with the war, but it is still a prosperous place. We don't seek to exaggerate our claim in the clan any further. We merely seek to restore as much as we can to the honor of the whole clan. We feel like if we can begin to deal with the problems close to home, that then we may be able to deal with the problems of the entire empire in a better way.
He starts scribbling. He picks up a stick. He starts scribbling something on the ground, which I'm drawing right now.
Okay.
1 second.
You check it out. Oh, yeah. Not good for you?
No, it's fine. I mean, 300 calories for 4 pieces.
17 grams of protein.
Yeah.
He draws a diagram out for you.
So this is the second floor of the keep, where your brother stays.
I can do no more. I can do nothing else for you. All I can say is, if you are successful, I will make sure. I will do my best to make sure that you are not pursued. And he brushes his foot over what he just drew and walks out.
Well, that's something. You know.
And he walks past you out the door, and he whistles. And then all of a sudden, a bunch of guys come out of the woods.
Knew it.
See that? That might be too. Sorry, it's not a super important drawing, but it is
It's
for
a
It's
us.
just a little
Plan.
It's a little diagram.
Mm-hmm.
I was just going to outline it with Sharpie, but go ahead.
They don't need to see it. Yeah,
What's the?
But it's so pretty.
it is.
What's the?
Imagine
the
like
word in
a
the room?
yeah.
Katana.
Oh, that's. I see.
Got it.
So perhaps we should visit the keep as you said.
Yes.
Perhaps we can meet with the daimyo again momentarily. Perhaps he has some insight into the schedule of the champion.
Possibly, if he would give us that information.
Well, I think he would. It's an honest request.
Is that a window?
It's the entrance to the second floor.
One doesn't simply just walk into the main keep up to the second floor.
You're right. But we've got to figure out. I think the first step will be to figure out where the champion will be for the next few days. And then if we could find a time.
It's my fear that he takes the katana with him wherever he goes.
Right. But perhaps if he's not there, we could, or at least one of us could perhaps secret themselves in the keep and await his return.
He does have to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, perhaps we don't need to take it from him. We know that this peasant and the daimyo were both killed by this weapon. The Tsugenja who dealt with the bodies knew that they were killed with a tainted weapon. Perhaps all we need is for this tainted weapon to be found in his possession.
Well, but everyone sees him carry it.
Right,
We
but
just have to. But the
have
only,
someone examine it to know that it is a tainted weapon, one that could have dealt the damage to the daimyo.
Yeah, but I don't see him being up for that. Like, if we just approached with an expert and said, oh, excuse us, we're just doing a routine taint check.
No, but this is...
Stu with a drive-by scoffing.
No, but this is the apex of power for everyone in the Crane clan at the moment. There are those who outrank him here.
Not really.
Aren't there people who outrank the Crane champion here?
Hell no. Grand Champion's the head of the entire clan.
Oh, I thought they were just the defenders. Isn't there someone above that?
No way.
Oh.
They're it.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misunderstood. I thought there was a daimyo who was still above them, who was in charge of the whole clan.
Yes, and he's called the Emperor.
Okay, well then never mind.
No, they're it. I know they're called champion, but they're actually
Okay, got it.
in charge.
Yeah, that language confused me.
They're the dudes.
Well, never mind. I didn't say any of that because I would have known better.
HSIC, head samurai in charge.
Well, I mean, your point is still valid.
Really changes my perspective on things a little bit.
If we can
Does or doesn't?
expose the weapon as being corrupted, we could unify the rest of the clan against him. That also solves the problem. But I just don't know how to do that without removing the weapon from his presence.
We need Crab.
To do what?
Crab are experts in tainted weapons. We have a contingent of Crab. We're here.
Odie,
Yeah.
Goonie Witch Hunters.
If we brought in by invitation for some reason,
Yeah, but they can't travel here from the wall at this time of year.
Crab can do anything.
Well, I mean, that's the whole reason why everybody has a winter court is nobody wants to travel anywhere.
Nobody wants to travel. But it does not make it mean it is impossible.
I think by the time we write to the wall, ask for assistance, they send someone, winter will be over, and we'll have missed our chance. I'm assuming, unless we're really close to the wall.
You're not really close to the wall. You're not as far away from the wall as other parts of Rokugan are, but you're not close to the wall. There's probably a couple weeks' journey there during regular weather.
Well, I don't think just breaking into his rooms is a viable option.
Well, yeah, I take out my chalkboard and I say 3 choices. Distraction, force, or guile.
And I don't know if we have force to...
So I scratch that off.
I don't know what we would distract. I mean, that still requires breaking into his rooms.
All right, tiny in the corner. Fire.
We are PCs. We can set shit on fire.
I knew it was, yeah.
No, we cannot start a fire.
All right, so just scratch out distraction.
I could attempt to hide myself in the room if he's not there.
Like, we have to consider what we are proposing. Breaking into the clan champion's rooms. We were instructed to come back alive, were we not?
I don't see a better plan. It's not my intention to get caught in there and murdered.
Do we still have a copy of that mission statement somewhere?
I think that that's still a more likely positive result
The
than
things of
us
Bushido.
challenging him to
A duel.
A duel.
Yes. But it is all, is it, I mean, it is very dishonorable to go sneaking into someone's house. For the same reason I wouldn't climb on the roofs. I'm not going to break into
Yeah, but
even a tainted person's.
Are you looking up that mission statement?
I can read it.
we
Yeah,
may
please do.
have to do things that aren't in line with all of the tenets of Bushido in order to achieve this goal.
There's a specific line in there, right? About
Well,
that?
you guys are here on track.
I mean, as much as it pains me to contemplate, I don't see a way to take the champion's weapon from him without some level of subterfuge. I just don't. You can't go up and say, "Oh, pardon me, weapon sharpener." Like, we could set up a booth at like a shoe shine shop, and just as he walks by, try and get him to let us sharpen his sword.
No, I understand the
And then we
conundrum.
take it and run, like off into the night.
I'm going to sign to him. If you study your spells, I seem to remember there's Jade Strike, and then there's another Jade that will incapacitate them. Have you learned them yet? Because if we can incapacitate him, we just simply pluck the sword from his hands and leave. That's all we're here for, is the sword.
Mechanically, it's stupid hard to learn new spells. So no, I don't have any of that.
I look at you and sigh. You have one job.
Let's keep doing things for another 5 or 6 game sessions, and I'd be happy to come back and revisit this idea. But the whole leveling up your school rank thing is not super simple.
Yeah, learning new spells out of character. Learning new spells was hard in the original one too. You actually had to write and get a scroll sent to you or whatever, unless you found them and then you had to translate them, and it was pretty much a pain in the ass. So, but I believe that the spell that I'm mentioning is actually one of the earlier starting spells. You just had to pick it, or you can. I don't know if the new rules allow you to know spells, just not have them memorized. I didn't even look at Shugenja.
A choice for a different type of Shugenja.
Yes, that's true.
However, almost all of my things are not that focus.
Perhaps we can get an invitation.
An invitation to his rooms? And what will we do when we get there? Jump through the wall and grab it and run?
No, I mean, it is a first step. We're never going to be able to enter his rooms unknown and unseen. I mean, there are servants, there are guards. Unless
what?
If your magic can make us unseen.
I absolutely don't think. I might be able to do something about that. I can't make us unseen, but if we approached in the night, I can make it very, very dark.
But won't he be in his rooms if we go in at night?
Perhaps we find a time in his schedule that he's not. Or if everyone's asleep and it becomes pitch black, we may be able to sneak past a guard patrol.
I do not like it. But this seems to be the easiest course of action. And it will be night when he will probably have the katana in its holder anyway. He will most likely have it on him during the day. Perhaps we should speak to those who may also have interest in bringing him down, though. If we speak to the daimyo who he murdered's family and convince them of the truth, we may be in a stronger position when we do challenge him. And that way, if we do fail, there are those who will know the truth as well and be able to carry on this mission after we are gone.
We could certainly meet with the new Asahina family leader.
I think that was
Building a base of allies is not a bad idea.
I think that is where we should start.
What do you think will happen when we separate him from the sword? Will he come to his senses? Maybe it's a simple matter of grabbing the sword and separating him so that he lets us go.
What's he saying?
It's a question of how quickly he might be able to revert to his usual self when we remove the sword from his presence.
Oh, he would not.
So, just out of curiosity, you're having this conversation like on the way back to Mitsubishi Toshi?
Probably. I mean,
Right.
as long as there's nobody around us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to be like.
Well, I mean, occasionally there's people, but
We
Yeah.
stop talking for a minute.
got it.
They walk by. Yeah. But not like just strolling down a busy street and not having us talk.
Once infected with the corruption, you cannot be rid of it. It cannot be cleansed. So if he has been in the possession of the sword for a long enough time, simply removing it from his presence will not set him back to who he was. He is gone.
Well, maybe, tell her this, maybe somebody distracts him, challenges him to whatever, while somebody else takes the sword and runs away with it. Without his sword, all he has to do is fight with is a normal sword.
Zachary, shh.
And even though
thank you.
the corruption's in the sword, and even though he's corrupt, he still won't have this dangerous sword with him.
Well, yeah, but then somebody's still stuck fighting him in a duel.
We have a duelist.
Why is he pointing at me?
His thought would be to perhaps have you challenge him to a duel.
I'm
and
sorry?
then we take the sword away. So
During the duel?
or
Before.
it begins.
Or
So
during.
he's not able
Like
to
when
use
he's
it.
holding it?
No. I'm thinking just walking into bedchambers.
Well, yeah, that was the
Stand there and shout, "I challenge you to a duel," while the sword is being absconded with in the other room. Because according to
Okay.
this, the sword is in this room. He's in this room.
yeah.
Maybe not.
He seems
So-
very frantic. What is he saying?
He's saying his idea is somewhat aligned with the thought we had about perhaps stealing the sword from the key. But to distract the champion by having someone burst into his rooms to issue a duel while the sword is being evacuated from the premises.
And he was pointing at me.
I'm assuming that he thinks that I should be doing the evacuating part of the sword.
Oh, so you both will steal the sword like ninjas, and I will challenge him to a duel to defend our honor, as you were stealing a sword.
Let's take a serious look at our core competencies here.
Well, my competency is not in dishonorably stealing someone's weapon.
Right. Which is why you're on the other part of the plan. I'm not saying that I am the best thief in the night that we'll find in the land, but
That's true.
I probably have a better shot than...
So you want me to storm into the Crane Champion's bedchamber in the middle of the night and demand a duel?
She's got it.
That's his idea. It's not my idea. I don't really think that that's the best plan.
No. Why would you think that it would be a plan at all? First of all, we could, simply be executed for just charging into his rooms at all. I don't get to the honor of honorable satisfaction if I'm breaking into his home.
Although it is an amusing picture to imagine just duel.
Like that,
Wake up!
the Kool-Aid crab
It's
just
time
busts
to-
through the...
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Time to fight.
Hida.
You're mocking me, but
Yeah. No,
This is out of character. This
it's a
is not-
very good plan.
No, it's pretty close to in character, really.
Okay, yeah, but Makiko doesn't know anything about the Kool-Aid Man. so-
You're right. But the avenging crab flying through a paper wall.
Yeah. My giant tootsie. Oh God.
Tell me you don't want to do that.
Ghosted says the quiet one must be must be a scorpion at heart. He seems full of skullduggery. Although they really like the Kool-Aid crab.
You always have to buzz in sideways.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Crab. The crab dance. A pinch.
All right.
So, I have to get to rank 4 in my school before I can get the Jade abilities. Just saying. Because I get fire invocations, and then water invocations, then air, and then earth.
That's in that order? You have to learn those? You can't learn them out of order?
It says at each rank, these are the invocations I can learn.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you pretty much have to go school by school. Wow.
You
That's
didn't
weird.
pick an earth magician to be part of this party.
The chair's like, time for a montage.
And you gotta learn Jade Strike real fast. It's just me sitting there looking at a pile of dirt. You people come
Opening
in,
up
look,
scrolls.
learn it yet?
Oh.
Well, let us continue thinking of a different plan while we go visit the family of the daimyo who was murdered, because they have every reason to understand the level of corruption of the champion, and perhaps with a few of the families united against him, we will have a better chance.
Yeah. Perhaps you can meet with the new Asahina representative. Perhaps we can meet with the Kakita representative.
That's a better choice.
Okay.
Or perhaps we should all go together to both, and I'll just be really quiet during the Kakita one.
All right.
It was an honorable duel. He challenged
understand.
me, and he fought with honor, and died with honor.
It doesn't mean that it won't skew a perception or a favorability.
Oh, this is true. But it did prove that the Inukai were falsely accused. But yes. Which one would you like to visit first?
Well, since we have no idea who the new Asahina representative is, perhaps we should speak with Itube first.
This sounds like a excellent. Doesn't she know already, though?
Well, she knows, but we don't.
Oh, yes. No, sorry, I went to the Asahina daimyo, and I thought you were saying Itube was...
No.
Yes,
Like,
I got
Itube's our
Yes.
courtier that would...
I just got...
have
I was
that
like,
knowledge.
wait, when did she get promoted like that? Damn. She was our family. Okay, yeah, sorry.
Look, when you get the opportunity to
Yeah.
be ahead of a big house, you take it.
Oh, no. I played vampire. I know. Been true for life. Or unlife. As the case may be. All right, so we're going to go talk to Itube.
Okay.
And let's-
It's past sundown, so she's not probably in the keep
Does she stay at the keep all the time?
during the day, but
At
she
night?
stays at the White Ashen Stone.
Well, yeah, so we could find her there.
Probably.
Talk to her. Because, like, we're not going to, like, in the night show up and be like, it's time to meet with all the leaders of the houses. Like,
Right. So back to the White Ashen Stone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. You.
I'm also super nervous about this plan. Because this is exactly the plan that the last leader of the Asahina family had before she got untimely murdered.
That's true.
As she met with all the other houses filled.
That's true.
You open up the door to the White Ashen Stone,
Okay.
and absolutely everyone inside is on the ground, on their hands and knees, kowtowing towards a diminutive woman on the opposite side who's standing there with Itube to one side and a Yojimbo to the other, who's looking at the three of you as if you had just pissed in her soup.
Oh, God. Boom. Hit the floor. Hit the floor.
Okay.
We'll do. I take a second to try and make any kind of a recognition.
She is a Shugenja. Definitely Crane. High ranking, apparently, but you don't recognize her.
Okay.
And she like looks at you, and she looks at her Yojimbo, and she's like,
Well,
okay.
Just everybody's allowed that second of like,
Sure.
huh? Oh,
Absolutely. Okay. And she
Like
sort
if-
of,
every samurai enters, like opens the door, prepared to dive. You don't know who's on the other side.
and in case you're slightly slow, you prop your wakizashi up against your guts. All right. And she sort of gestures for everyone to recover. And she's escorted over to the Inukai table, which is, you know, up on a little dais, and it's nice and everything like that. And Itube walks over to you and says, "This is the new Asahina daimyo.
Perfect.
Her name is Sabide.
Like S-A-B-I-D-E.
Sabide. Sab-ide. She came here by way of the Asai Valley.
Oh dear.
She wishes to speak with you.
Ah,
Is it the same valley that got burned down by the crabs?
No,
That's
Asai Valley is your valley.
Yeah, but didn't they burn? The
Nope.
Part
crabs
of
had-
it.
Yeah, the crabs burned
Not
part
your
of it.
valley. The Asai Valley is the Inukai, with the Inukai.
that's where the
the
crabs came
very
and burnt some of the
beginning,
fields, yeah?
That was way north.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That was north
like
north
the
of
extreme
Tetsubo.
holdings.
It wasn't even an Inukai holding.
Oh,
It was
okay.
it was a crane holding, but it wasn't an Inukai.
Oh,
okay.
I was under the impression it was a lot closer.
No, they didn't burn any of your shit.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Whose stuff's-
No, they specifically did not burn any Inukai holding.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, now we're up to date on that. Well, yeah,
Right.
we'll hustle up to the table
Okay.
then. Right?
Yeah.
Then she gestures for you to join her.
I do so.
I came here by way of the Asai Valley and met with the very honorable daimyo, Inukai Uedo, who told me some of the information that he felt I might need to know given the demise of my older sister.
Our condolences for your loss.
He says that he has set you upon a task. I wish to know your progress upon this task.
Well, as I'm sure you already know.
We won a boat race,
Do you say that? Oh God.
but really we haven't made any progress. But we have. We've discovered and concrete evidence of the. There's a bunch of people in here. Like, are we clear to?
Just peasants.
There's a lot of people in here, but it's loud. I mean, and you're basically, she's sitting at the end of the table, and you guys are like all kind of bunched around one end, and there's a large area around this table up on this little dais.
Okay. I still take a look around real quick
Right.
if anybody's leaning.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you are undoubtedly aware of how your sister died, we were able to confirm that it was from the weapon that we were sent to find. It and the death of a peasant woman have confirmed its presence here in the city and of its current owner. At this point, it is... we are strategizing at how best to handle the situation.
for the sake of my family, it is necessary for me to keep some distance from what you are doing. My next oldest sibling is 9 years old.
Our next concern is that even if my esteemed colleague has pointed out that even if the cursed item is removed from the equation, the champion may never recover.
He will not. His death will be the only thing that will cleanse well, not even cleanse, but that will end the corruption of him.
I concur.
So our next step is to make sure that we have the necessary support once we do remove the sword to help deal with the champion. I'm not asking for the direct intervention of your family. I'm just asking for your support when the time is right.
The Inukai family will most likely need your support politically, especially if we are caught in this. We should be renounced as Ronin who are not trustworthy. And if you would keep the...
It is my understanding that your involvement in this is to be kept completely quiet. That your family's involvement in this is to be kept completely quiet.
Exactly. But regardless, if we are captured or caught, even if we say we are acting against our adopted family clan, there will be suspicion thrown on them.
Well, then you must not be captured.
Yes. As you say.
So, our first step will be the removal of the weapon. And from there, the only way I see... Never mind. I have seen a different path.
She stands.
We bow.
And then...
And condolences and congratulations.
Be most careful, my lady.
She leaves. And everyone...
Yes.
And she walks out the door.
She was very helpful.
I agree. I think we need to go back to the Guile plan and revisit the whole scenario from the perspective of we eliminate the weapon and the champion at the same time. If we approach in the night and are about our business quietly and escape, he may be found, an unfortunate victim, but then the clan can move on.
I will have to think on it. It seems to me that...
I know it's abhorrent, but we are on a mission from the Emperor.
Yes, but do we not then dishonor the Emperor by dishonoring ourselves?
The dishonor would be allowing this corruption to fester further. If we can right the ship of the clan, then we may be able to begin to right the empire.
Creatures of the taint have no honor.
That's true.
Script it down. Kill him like a rabid dog.
Right, but is it any better if we are also rabid dogs with no honor?
And raise it and say,
Do you, on the wall, do you wait to duel the creatures as they attack? Or do you kill them anytime you encounter them?
It is honorable to kill a monster on the wall, face to face. We do not sneak into their bedrooms at night and murder them. As they attack, we defend ourselves.
Has this champion not attacked the very core of the clan?
It is different with one who is a champion. He is the leader of the crane. And yes, he is corrupted beyond what can be repaired. But we fight on the wall to save all that Rukugan stands for. The honor, the civilization, the things that these monsters try and take from us. To give in to that and become what they are, it undoes everything that I've fought for on the wall and watched many of my comrades die for.
But what good is defending the wall if the darkness comes from inside?
If the darkness makes its way here, we must use our honor and the light to destroy it and push it back. I will not dictate to both of you what your code should do and what you should do and what you should believe. But I have been too long with dishonor. And I just now see the way I can climb out of that. And it will not be through sneaking in the night.
is she saying she's just going to let a creature of the Shadowland wander around?
Well, so is your intent to fight the champion in a duel?
It would be preferable to sneaking in, yes.
I just don't see that.
I would survive, you are correct. And that would then...
And then he is justified to continue in his path.
I agree. This is what we would call a rock and a hard place. Do I dishonor myself? Or do I die honorably and let the corruption continue?
I have to honor the family that has given me a new home.
I understand that sentiment.
And the instructions that we were given are very explicit in that we cannot let the corruption continue.
I understand. And my belief in that and in fighting the corruption was instilled in me long before we met our current family. And it is something that I've dedicated my entire life to. But again, if we give up what makes us Rokugani in the fight, what is the point?
The point is the countless lives of others that can go on.
I still think rather than stealing, I think perhaps there is a way for us to expose the sword. I don't have a full idea of what that would be yet.
If I saw any other
That's
path
not our mission. Didn't he just say to get it?
to take care of the champion and the sword, yes.
You want me to read it?
Yes.
If the Crane Champion is in fact tainted by the Lion's Claws, we must know it for certain, and it must be undone. Perhaps by exposing him, perhaps by vanquishing him, perhaps by taking the Lion's Claw from him. However it happens is unimportant, but the delicacy of this matter cannot be overstated. We are Crane. If we are seen as disloyal to the clan, they will turn against us, and the Emperor's plan will be put asunder. Blame must not fall on the Inukai. We have far more to do in service to the Emperor. Even if you must flee in the dead of night, you must return here, for I fear I may need your services again.
So all of these options are on the table. But
That was the flashback sequence.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't see any way.
Can we get a hard copy of that so we don't have to keep having you to?
Well, it specifically says that it doesn't matter how it happens.
No, I
They
know.
just have to not get blamed for it.
Right.
I don't see any way that we're going to be able to do that without having to resort to questionable tactics.
Well, he's already murdered twice. So if he is given a threat or a reason to murder again, it is likely, as the vile creature he is, he would take that opportunity. Perhaps it is through rumors we will expose him rather than through breaking into his rooms.
All right.
If he is led to believe that there is a threat against him, as the daimyo who knew of his secret and his murder, he may act out against them. And if we and some other are simply there to protect this person and catch him in the act, that would dishonor him, that would prove that he and show everyone for who he is and what he is.
So the evidence that we have against him isn't enough already?
Not without that original Asahina that saw it painted.
Well,
if she was still alive,
yeah,
then
I don't see.
she has enough standing that she could have vouched for it.
Well, there are I'm just replying to what yours, because I don't know what he said, but I'm replying to you, replying to him. There are the Shugenja in the temple who took care of her body. They know that her wounds were inflicted by a corrupted weapon. So if he...
Absolutely. I like where you're going.
Is there enough evidence already that if we get rid of the sword, the politicians and courtiers can sort it out?
I don't think so. Yeah, we know that she was killed by a corrupted weapon, and we know that the peasant was killed by a corrupted weapon, and we have the peasant's testimony that we saw, but...
I confess I'm not a courtier or a politician. Perhaps somebody, we could ask if this is enough evidence, or they can work with it, and then we can concentrate on getting the sword.
Well, I don't think we can just say, hey, here's our list of list of crimes, and
it was wasn't it witnessed by, and she said with the priests as well. Don't we have a list of credible people that can back up the fact that?
Yeah, but the list of credible people is us and Odie and Itube, our family courtier at this point.
And the Shugenja who took care of the daimyo's body. They were probably in very high standing as well.
Well, right, but just the testimony about the peasant and
yeah.
the painted testimony against the champion.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, it's basically you three and
Odie.
and a dead Shugenja daimyo and
I would. Okay.
That's it.
I would know this. My character would know this. I don't know this. How is there a way to cleanse a corrupted weapon?
Like this? Not that you know of. No. We don't know. You don't really even know what this thing is.
No, but like, I mean, I'm sure.
Blades are usually blades.
Right.
I mean, they for the most part, they don't succumb to the Shadowland taint.
But if we can engineer... Okay. So, I'm working on this. If we can engineer a time and a place to get like Kurosado and Sabide in one place and manage to float a rumor around court that there's someone there that maybe one of us has been trying to gather evidence against the champion or something. He comes to kill us with the sword, and then we whip back the curtain and all the people are there to see it happen. His dishonorable action is known to everyone. He may be exposed and dealt with that way.
Something similar, yes.
But I don't... I don't have a great idea about how to make that happen.
Does that implicate our family?
We could make it not one of us. If we say that... I don't know. The watercolor lady has been painting a painting of him that shows him deep in the shadows or something.
I still think she should burst into his bedroom and challenge him to a duel.
No. The whole point of this dilemma is that if one of us challenges him to a duel, we die. You don't get to be the champion of the whole Crane clan and not be decent at a duel.
Without his sword, he won't.
Not just decent.
Right.
Yes.
Well, compared to the rest of us, decent is probably enough.
Excuse me?
Yeah, exactly. Look, I know
that kid in the
that
night
we're
fine.
all rank 1, okay? Just because you wrecked hothead child in the street doesn't mean the champion goes down
They
like a
probably
chump.
wouldn't have if built him right.
No, I'll just use like a Oni. I'll use like a demon for
Yeah,
his stats.
that'll be great.
Great. That's just great.
It's going to be up in that range anyway,
Yeah.
right?
I'm sure.
5s and 6s and all the rings.
Yeah, but, like, you just have to find... Like, what family did he come from originally?
Well, were they Doji? Mm-hmm. And they're Doji.
Okay. But yeah, like, just fill out all of the...
Right.
all the way down to the bottom of his school rank,
Mm-hmm.
and then that gives you some idea of all the things he can do.
You can be pretty sure that a clan champion has maxed out their skill trees.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, there's always a chance, but like it's just not generally a good idea to get to the roulette wheel and put all your money on 00. It's just not the best investment strategy. So I see like we've got two options here. We come up with some way to make him act dishonorably somewhere that we can predict so that we can have witnesses.
Mm-hmm. That's a great idea.
Or we go back to the sneak in the night and take care of him harshly.
Well, I am in favor of the first. I do not wish to part ways, but I will not take part in the second. But I do not wish you any ill.
All right.
chat room's like, Ghosthead says, I heard the champion said that Wonder Woman is a shit superhero. Ready, go! Challenge her to a duel.
So.
Sorry, I don't mean to be difficult.
No.
Out of character, okay.
I'm trying to think through some scenario we can engineer to get him to do this in a place that we can predict and a time we can predict. Okay. Here's an idea. We get a rumor passed around the court.
That's a great idea.
That someone has written a letter to the Emerald Champion, right?
That would be that's like the right-hand man of the Emperor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's not like the Emperor comes out and does stuff.
No.
The Emperor is mostly unseen.
Yes.
Has written a letter detailing the crimes of the clan champion. And it's going to be dispatched at dawn the next day. We don't know who wrote the letter, but a messenger will be departing out this gate at dawn with the letter. We get important people out on the wall, and when he appears to take care of the messenger and eliminate this letter, they witness it. He's exposed for being vile, and we win. Does that work?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if he would go himself to kill a messenger. He may just send one of his underlings for that. My thought perhaps would be perhaps one of the close handmaidens of the old daimyo who he murdered. Perhaps we spread the rumor that she confided in her friend of her concerns. And then...
But the same holds true. Why wouldn't he just send one of his endless retinue?
Well, I would think that it would be harder for him to kill the handmaiden of a daimyo, someone who's in the keep, than a messenger alone on the road. He went himself to kill, unless he gave his sword to someone, he went himself to kill the daimyo.
And when was she killed again, Stu?
Right after...
In the night?
If I recall correctly, yes. Let me double check here. That would have been between sessions 2 and 3. Yeah, it would have been that evening after she talked. She went and was wheeling and dealing and doing her thing. So sometime that night.
I have a question out of character. I would also know this as in character. Is being corrupted, does that, because he's been corrupted for a while now, does that start eating away at, like, your ability to keep your temper?
Oh, sure. Oh,
okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then perhaps the best course of action is to see how he acts with others first. See if we might be able to get him to publicly shame himself without setting something like this up.
We already know that he just casually mutilated a peasant.
Right. But
in front of all of his followers.
Right. So if we can get him to act that rashly in front of the court or in front of others of higher rank, possibly by spreading rumors as well, but perhaps we should throw a party.
It's always parties with us.
a beer tasting competition.
Vampires through parties.
We did.
Beer fest.
Yeah, remember we threw the beer competition. That's how we did it in L5R before. It's a callback, man.
No,
Yeah.
but I don't.
If we plant and watch the...
Can we just pay an angry mob to come in and hurl insults at him till he breaks?
Yeah, but they'll all get murdered by his guards.
What is he suggesting now?
Paying a large group of peasants to insult the champion.
Yeah, that will not end well.
Because his guards would be acting honorably to take care of those peasants. Okay. We spread the rumor that the new Asahina has discovered all of the evidence that her sister had accumulated.
Well, that would undoubtedly cause her death.
And then we get his brother, the champion's brother, and we get the head of the Kakita, and whoever else we can find, and we all wait in the Asahina's rooms. I assume they probably have one of the mini keeps to themselves. Mm-hmm. And if he comes to strike her down, that we're all there to stop him and to witness his dishonor.
That might work, but I believe we should get her permission before we
Yes,
set such a thing in motion.
100%.
Consent, Dave. Consent before murder.
I'm not suggesting that we start on this plan before we have a large amount of consultation.
Perhaps we should make him nervous ahead of time by spreading rumors throughout court about his erratic behavior, about smaller things to just set him on edge. Perhaps that will incite him to act more rashly when an actual threat is brought up.
I completely agree. My big fear in failing this whole task is that none of us are very good at courtly behavior.
Right. This is why we make friends.
Absolutely. It's just difficult to... Like, the whole plan hinges on our spreading of rumors in court. And we can perhaps enlist Itube's help.
That would be my suggestion.
But that still traces back to our family. Or gets Itube killed. If things don't go well.
I trust Itube to know her art of courtly life well enough to know where to place such rumors and who to confide in. And to know my favorite saying about rumors are they are like dropping feathers as you walk. As you go, they spread, and soon others find them, and they are passed on more. I don't actually remember how that saying goes, but something like that.
I get the drift.
Yes.
Yeah.
So soon, if rumors are placed correctly, it is impossible to trace them back. And I trust Itube to know her courtly life well enough to know where to place those feathers, as it were.
This is going to take months.
Well, we're here a while.
Clearly.
So, yeah. I guess that's the choice.
I mean, you are free to break into his rooms if you will. I will protect those here at the White Ash and Stone, in case you fail. To the death, if need be.
You still think we should do that?
taking down a creature's shadow is honorable, and it trumps everything else.
Sorry.
Okay.
Plus, we were ordered to by the Emperor?
Yes.
By the Emperor. There's no loss of honor in this course of action.
All right. Why don't we begin to set the rumor mill plan in action? Perhaps you can talk to Tube and begin the process.
I will do that.
We will.
I don't need to know what you will do.
We will
Bow and
investigate the situation further.
right. Alright, so I'm gonna go find
It's
a
the strangest crab. There's a creature, a foul shadow creature, wandering the streets, and she doesn't
I
want to.
know.
That's the strangest crab I've ever met. You figured she'd be the first one to want to kill. He's not even human anymore.
I get it. It's just I see her point. What's the point of fighting the darkness if you have to become the darkness? The eternal
She's not even crab anymore.
guess. Shh. We never know where that ghost dad is. And we don't know if he knows sign language.
She's still behaving like she's crab.
Which, by the way, the chapter said some I haven't been reading them out because I don't want to like disrupt things, but they said some amazing things. It's pretty amazing.
She's behaving like she's crab, yet she's basically defying the order that we were given. That's the strangest thing. Well,
The doji are primarily the courtiers in the family, yeah?
I didn't think so. But maybe they are. I don't remember. I don't remember off the top of my head.
I think the
Or is
the
it Asahina
doji.
that-
No, I think the doji are the dual clan.
No,
that's
no,
the
the
Kikitas.
Kikita
Oh,
are
the
the
Kikita,
dual
okay.
clan. I think. I don't know. Well,
Doji diplomats. Cool.
okay. All right, there you go.
Okay.
Doji, yeah.
Because there's Doji, Daidoji, Asahina, and Kikita. Those are
Yeah.
the four big families. And
And what is the Daidoji?
Daidoji are like the guys that are like the doji, but they have a little thing in front of their name.
Thank you.
I don't remember. I think they're like warriors.
Okay.
oops, I may have just. All right. It's hitting the table. That's funny.
They're the ones that start with a D and end with
An I.
I.
But they have just a few more letters in their
Extra
name than
letters,
the
yeah.
other ones.
Takes Vanna longer to reveal their
Right.
clan. All right. So,
So you go looking for Itube.
Yeah.
She's on the second floor
Okay.
in one of like the little private rooms.
Okay, you can do them for a little while.
Okay. What are you guys doing?
Well, it's night and it's dark. Do you want to go make it more dark and see if we can get in there?
well, I think we should put on something other than bright red and blue sashes.
Well, yeah. I'm going to go
Yeah.
put on my armor.
Yeah. That's-
Okay.
I will go and find my Gordon's fisherman outfit because it's the only clanless garb I have.
Okay. With your big hat?
With the fisherman hat,
Okay.
not the
Giant
Storm's
traveling hat.
hat. No.
Okay. All right. So you guys are appropriately dressed as ninja.
Oh, I'm not. I'm actually wearing my ceremonial armor.
Absolutely not. I'm dressed as a fisherman.
Right. Are you a fisherman? Then you're
could
dressed as a
fish.
ninja.
There is not a bit of black. In
You're
this
taking on airs. No, I don't think most ninja dress in black.
outfit. They would if they were infiltrating a keep at night.
That possibly. Your mic is way over.
Oh,
Go ahead. So you guys are going back to Shirotoshi?
yes.
Okay. Are you going to go through the front entrance?
No.
Okay. I want to get over the wall.
I will attempt to go under the wall.
Okay. How do you want to do that?
I don't know.
Earth to air.
No, there's so many different
Generate
things.
smuggling tunnel?
I had a Shigenja that could walk under the ground as long as it was
Oh,
earth.
probably.
It really comes down to what I can do with these.
Okay, well, what can you do with those?
It's very specific. Like, I feel like a Shugenja should have powers that aren't just three little things.
I would agree with you.
Well, also, I mean, like,
I can have the meditate with the kami thing, But that's sort of the only. That's like the catch-all for.
Right.
That's how it was in
that.
4E2. Like, I
Yes.
had my one thing I did all the time, like, anytime I was communing with them, trying to get them to do stuff.
Yeah, yeah. But like the way this game lays out the abilities, they're very specific. Like I've got Grasp of Earth, right, which is like literally the ground comes up and grabs an opponent.
Yeah.
And that's my only Earth power.
Oh, the grabby one.
See,
Yeah,
I think, I mean, I don't remember. I definitely, like, I had a list of stuff that I could do, like, in combat, which is like that.
Yeah.
And then I used the grab all for kind of everything else I wanted to do.
Right.
And I would just roll with whatever the ring was.
Which it feels a little bit like I'm pushing that too much to me. I don't know. I
I mean, I did it all the
What do you
freaking
want
time.
to do?
Yeah.
I would attempt to commune with the kami and see if we can get a safe passage underneath the wall.
Okay. All right.
Either through making a little tunnel or
An earth commie?
yes.
Okay.
So I need to look up where to do that.
You have to do your commune.
Yeah, 132. All right. So this is something that I'm actually good at. Right? Let me make sure I'm getting my ring right. No.
2, but 3 skill. Let's see, 1 success out there.
Isn't that a great success?
That's a pop. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can take
So
that.
I'll
and,
take that one. I'll take the opportunity.
okay, and then
You re-roll, yeah.
then you yeah.
And another success. So
So 2 successes.
2 successes
Okay.
and an opportunity.
All right.
And it's toughness 1. It's a TN1
TN1. Okay. All right.
to commune with the spirits.
So you are able to contact one of the Earth kami and convince it to form a tunnel underneath, and it says, "I will work on it, and I will make you the best tunnel you have seen."
Aww.
I am excited to see it.
And you see the dirt slowly start to kind of fall apart, and then you see it sort of like padding around and moving.
Aww.
It actually takes kind of a while.
They're so cute when they want to, like...
And then it makes it it's nice and wide, and then it starts smoothing it out, so it's almost like glass. And the top of it is nice and smooth. And
Cover our tracks to the tunnel. It's snowy out.
What do you like? Bury it? Oh,
Like, sweep the snow.
sweep the
or
snow.
so- yeah.
Okay.
So there's
you
not
thought he
just-
meant pee on it
Yeah.
because it's snow. What else do you do when there's snow?
Just so there's not 2 pairs of footprints that get up to the wall and just disappear.
Is it snowing or is it stopped snowing?
It stopped right now.
Okay. Well, I'll do what I can. But
Okay.
Just
Right.
yeah.
Because it's a powder. I mean, it's not like
I can do what I can. You know, backing up and swishing as best I can. It's
right. Okay. So the tunnel is finished,
Okay.
and he's warmed the inside of it for you.
Oh. That's adorable.
nice job.
We'll go through the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
When we get to the other side of the tunnel, about how far is it to the...
Probably 30 or 40 meters away.
Okay.
Do you think you can ask one of the commies where that sword is, and if there's anybody in that room?
We know he's in there. It's late.
I don't know if he sleeps with the sword or not. We could assume so, but we don't know.
Well,
He could be busy decapitating peasants right now, for all we know. Would it hurt to ask?
no, well, maybe.
Okay.
If
It's your call. I don't do the finger
I've
wiggling
got
stuff.
I've got a big finger wiggle to do coming up. I feel like I don't want to tax the commie too
All right.
much with mundane requests.
All right.
We'll get in the room and we'll find out if he's in the room.
So, can we get an air commie to lift us up there?
My thought is I will attempt to extinguish the lanterns,
Oh, okay.
and then we can cross
The courtyard.
the courtyard and enter.
Okay. I'll follow you.
If you guys are running across, I'm going to cut over to you now. You go upstairs and find Itube. You.
Yeah.
And she tells you to enter.
Okay.
And she's sitting there having tea, and she's having tea with.
Oh God.
A gentleman of the Scorpion clan.
Fascinating. Atube-sama, I apologize. I did not mean to disturb you.
Oh, no, please come in. We're simply having tea. This is Beyushi Otomo.
This is what you get for being honorable.
Skip to write down more names.
Yeah, you're true. That's true. I'm sorry. Who did you say?
Beyushi Otomo. Otomo.
I don't know anything about the Scorpion Clan. Beyushi family is.
The Beyushi are they're the top dogs.
Okay.
He says he's with the Scorpion Court here in Mursubishitoshi, and he is visiting.
Oh, it is an honor to meet you, Otimo-sama.
It is an honor to meet you as well.
I trust that you are enjoying the White Ashen Stone. It is a place of good, excellent renown.
I have heard of such. This is my first time here,
Oh.
first time visiting, and I must say the accommodations are more than adequate.
Excellent.
I am told that a member of the Scorpion clan helped build the floor we stand upon.
Oh, indeed. That is excellent. I did not know that. It is always excellent to find new information about a place that you hold dear.
Indeed. Well, join us, please.
Thank you. I don't mean to interrupt your conversation. What were you speaking of?
Oh, I was just talking about how that the Inukai seem to be the grain of sand in the
oyster of the
No.
Crane Clan.
in the sandal of the crane.
I was going to say. Ah.
And Itube kind of laughs a little.
Okay. I'm going to laugh politely. I don't really get that joke. Well, as a recent addition to the family, hopefully that we will be able to ease that.
Oh, I should hope not.
I suppose it keeps things interesting.
It is delightful to watch the crane squirm.
At that, I do try.
And your father is like, "That's right.
Yeah.
That's right."
Pacifist.
I'm going to try not to smirk at that a little bit.
Okay. And then he stands up and he says, "But clearly you came here to speak with Itube, and I shall make my leave. I shall be downstairs if you wish to continue our conversation," he says to her, and he walks out the door.
Thank you. Well, that's an important person. I'm going to put a box around that name.
Beyushi Otomo.
Otoma.
If he survives.
We'll see. Etsubi-sama, I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation. I do have something of great importance that I would like to speak with you. And although I do not know him, perhaps Otimo-sama may be in a position to help us as well. We are looking to perhaps draw out the Crane Champion, to have him act rashly, as those who are corrupted often do. And we think that one of the ways to start putting pressure on him so we see him act out is to perhaps spread some rumors about him.
What sorts of rumors?
Well, to be honest, I am much better with a Tetsubo than courtly life. So I was hoping that you would be able to help with that, knowing the court as you would. Nothing that would cause him immediately to lash out or to seek vengeance, but something that would be gnawing at him slightly.
Well, it seems to me that the best sort of rumor to spread to have that sort of effect would be any rumor that we could find that was true.
Yes. I mean, we do know that he clearly, he killed that peasant woman. And there were many of his retinue who witnessed such a thing.
Indeed there
So
were.
rumors spreading of such a thing would not be impossible. Also, we know that he had a hand in the daimyo of the Asahina clan's death.
Yes.
Although that seems a much more dangerous rumor to spread.
These things are all pointing back here, though.
Yes. Which is why...
Because I'm assuming that the Asahina daimyo may have mentioned where her encounter with this woman happened, if she was telling people this,
Yes.
which my understanding is she probably was.
Yes. But that does not mean that the rumors would be coming from here. If she did speak with others, then...
Yes, that is true. That is true. But it also benefits us. And things that benefit people, whenever they find anomalies, they try to find out who benefits.
Yes. Well, we are new in the city.
Do we have anything, is there any sort of secondary information we have? Any information that would be embarrassing to the champion that it does not directly result from things that we would know?
Well, his brother likes whorehouses.
There's a possibility there. That is definitely a possibility. And something that is not, we do not own any. I do not believe we own any such institutions. Perhaps that is our tact. Is there one in particular that we know that he likes?
Yes. Something with a carrot in the name, I believe.
The Jade Scepter.
Jade Scepter,
The
there you go.
Jade Scepter. That's right. We actually came up with names for these,
We had
didn't
two
we?
of
Yeah.
them. We did. We had specific names.
The Jade
Oh, the
Scepter.
Pink Lotus and the Jade Scepter.
Right.
I don't remember which one was which.
Pink Lotus. They're saying
Okay.
it was the Pink
The
Lotus.
Pink Lotus,
The Jade
okay.
Scepter was the first one.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
believe it was the Pink Lotus.
Well,
But
I shall work upon this.
it is also, it should be noted that he has had a falling out with his brother, and his brother is no longer one of his close confidants. So perhaps...
That makes it even better.
Excellent. Very well. You know your way around court much better than I.
Indeed, I do. And she gets up, and then the two of you walk back downstairs.
Okay.
And the scorpion is still down there. He's over. He's talking to Odie.
Okay. I will go and join them.
Okay.
I'm waiting on Dave.
All right.
They say the Jade Scepter was the one that was about to be burned down because of Kadave.
Oh, that's right. He had the fire.
That's
commies.
right. He set
That's
the fire karmi to do the spark.
Right.
Oh, God. Oh.
I'd forgotten about that whole incident.
I forgot about I forgot about the spark thing, yeah.
The L5R 10 candles scenario
Yeah.
I wrote takes place in Murasabishu Toshi.
Nice.
And it starts with the city almost entirely having been destroyed by a rampant fire that burns the whole city down.
Started from the Jade Scepter and Dave's
Probably.
overzealous fire comedy.
That's what I'm figuring. It started with a small obscure brothel somewhere in the shady part of town.
So
Mike-
Dave just
Mike's
came
notes.
back in. Itube is going to pass around rumors about the Crane Champion's brother going to brothels.
That poor guy. Oh, damn it. He was the good brother. We don't have to sully his name.
Well, he kind of is doing that himself. If you don't want to get called out for going to brothels, don't go to brothels.
Yeah, Charlie
If he had
Sheen.
honor, if he had honor, wouldn't be a problem.
I don't see a no hooker clause in the Bushido code. That's just
That
not
is-
on there.
Of the 7 tenets, not seeing hookers is not one of them.
That's true. Oh yeah. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
What?
All right. So meanwhile, back at the keep, you guys are, and you get up and behind the wall, and you see there is literally one window on the back wall of this keep.
Do you know what that did-dun sound is? That's the sound of you losing honor. Did-dun, did-dun, did-dun. As you walk, it's literally falling off of you as you go. Sorry. You jerk.
It's falling off you like glimmering dots off of a video game.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, my new family will be satisfied.
And the Emperor
They
will
aren't
not.
implicated, and the Emperor will be justified.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh,
And it's on the second floor. That's a window. You can definitely see it. There's a window there on the second floor.
He's 8 feet tall. Between the two of us, we can get up there.
Oh, he can put you on his shoulders. Sure, you can
I'll
be like
lift him right up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But before he does that,
Nope.
What are you making?
I'm putting out all of the light sources.
Oh, you get
Oh, nice.
okay. I see an explodey and a regular success,
Let's see.
and another six. There's two
One,
successes
two
and an
successes.
explodey, right?
No, just 2 successes. Oh, no, yeah.
That's
one
an
success
explodey.
and an explodey.
No, there's a success here.
Oh, you're right.
Yes,
I don't know why.
It's a very good roll.
it is.
And your ring is the d6s, right?
Yeah, so
your ring is 4, so you can keep up to 4 dice.
I got one, because that's the explodey. I'll take the strife. It's worth
Right.
it. Then I'll take that one.
And you have another success with the strife over here too.
Let me make sure I get.
Remember, your strife went away after the end of this, the last
yeah,
scene. Which,
that's not my. I'm trying to remember exactly how many successes I needed, which is 3.
Oh, okay. So you want to re-roll and see if you get more?
I'm going to,
Roll
but I will take the
an
additional opportunity as well.
So that gives you 2 opportunity, 2 strife, 3 successes, and
partridge in a pear tree.
Oh,
oh, cocked.
That's better.
So that's 4 successes, 3
three
strife,
I will
and
take
2
that.
opportunity.
so let me mark down the strife so I don't screw it up. What the hell? Oh. My pages got messed up as I was searching for stupid spells. Here we go.
The spells are complicated too. They're not like just fireball, 2d6 and
Right.
cone pattern. It's this long paragraph, and you're like, hey,
Page 125.
per spell.
So I can figure out what I can do with my opportunities.
But Shigenja are, I mean, at least in the old game, were very powerful. Just
Oh, yeah.
the
Okay.
types of spells and things that you could do with them were pretty open-ended.
With my 2 additional opportunities, I would like to succeed and end all persistent effects from all other fire invocations and flame-based supernatural effects in my area.
Okay, all right.
So it should cover all torches,
Right.
and if there was some kind of
Lanterns.
magical lantern, because it's a keep, I assume there's
Right.
probably all of that's done.
Okay. Dark,
Because of the darkness.
yes.
I'm going to lift you up onto my shoulders and
Hello,
then do
darkness,
the
my old
on the
friend.
feet, and then I'm going to lift him up to the window. So that puts me at. I mean, it's 20.
Make a strength roll.
Okay.
Or that would be what, Earth plus something. I don't know, something that they could have used a more common name for.
Fitness?
Yeah, fitness plus ERF. ERF is strength, right? ERF is your strength. If I recall correctly.
So
Steady, thorough, grounded. Yeah, definitely.
So, and fitness? Oh, I have a 1 in fitness. There we go.
Start rolling dice. Watch out.
I don't know what that is. You're going to have to fold that down.
Success in the strife.
This is a success.
Just a straight success.
A straight success.
And what do I need? Just
You can
one
take.
success?
You can take 2.
How
you
many
take up to
successes
2
do I need?
1.
Okay, I'll take the 1 without the strife.
Okay. All
Or
right.
they both have strife.
Yeah, they both have strife.
All right, so I'll take both successes then. That gives me 2 strife.
And you're like, got it. And you hear running away, and he's off shopping.
Not now!
Oh, now, Kato!
So you're at the window, and you kind of like peek and look around. This room is empty.
Okay. Where did that sketch go?
I don't know. I don't have it.
Stork has it. Which room am I peering into?
The one with the window. That
This-
one.
that- I didn't know if that was the entrance door, like the stairs would come up and enter
No.
there.
No.
So there's no one in this room.
No. There's stuff in here. There's like a couple of what are the little side table things and things like that, and some tapestries and stuff.
So I'll
But there
get
was a door.
inside and I will lower my sash down so he can climb up.
He went shopping. No, I'm sorry. Okay.
When a man runs out of a pitch black keep to go shopping at night, you know he needs something.
That's true.
Okay, I'll climb up.
All right. So you're now both inside.
It's really dark. Good job.
Like, by the faintest of moonlight, it's the go slow. Don't trip.
Do you want to ask your commie if there's anything between here and there?
Yeah, I can try.
So I don't want to walk in on a guard.
I am going to attempt to contact an air commie.
Okay.
A lot of dice.
Well, this is the success.
Yeah, 1 success.
So I take the success with the strife because I can only keep 1.
Okay. Aircom.
And I say the fire commie have gone for the night. Breeze through the rest of this level of the keep and tell me if you see anyone awake besides us.
Off it goes. He comes back about a couple of minutes later, and he says they're near the stairwell. There are 2 awake.
Okay. Where did that picture go again? Did I take it?
You handed it to Stu. Stu showed you where the window was, and then
Did they take it? Did they leave it?
No,
Did
I
they
thought I
take
took
it?
it back. It's in my pile of shit
Okay.
somewhere. I don't know. I lost it in my book.
You just had it.
It's right here.
There you go.
Okay, all right. We can mock each other
courage.
later after
The courage of my convictions.
But I have the courage to
Do bad things.
courage and duty and loyalty.
I have the courage to sneak around in the middle of the night and hide.
and justice.
All right. So that's got to be the stairs. So we.
Mhm.
Yeah. So we're gonna creep over to the door.
Mm-hmm.
Are these the paper walls?
Well, it probably is, huh? Yeah. It's probably... It's like a hallway, and there's another door there, and there's a door straight across.
I take a second and I feel the floor.
What are you trying to feel for?
Is it those damn chirping boards?
Oh.
Chirping boards?
The Nightingale Palace? That whole... All right.
You're the only one. Tell us.
Japanophiles know what I'm talking about. There was a castle that was built in Japan, and the floorboards are nailed down improperly. So when you walk on them, it
makes a lot of
literally
noise.
sounds like
Great.
nightingales.
He didn't have that idea, and now he does.
Yeah.
He's not going to be a douche and be like, yeah, it's that floor, if that wasn't already the plan.
That's awesome, though.
It
That's
is.
brilliant.
Yeah, they're called
Because-
nightingale floors. They're a thing.
See? Thank you, Internet.
Chat room.
I know what I'm about. Next game, I'm playing a scorpion.
Is there an owl floor?
Yes. Every single floorboard is on like a bellows.
Each one makes a different animal.
Yeah. So, we will creep
Okay.
to the door across.
All right. There it is. And you're pretty sure it's it because it has a kind of a faint greenish hue to it. It's glowing.
Is it in its scabbard?
It's just it's in its
No, it's in the guy's hand, and he's like, fuck you!
fuck you.
Where I was going with that, yeah.
It's there on the little perched thing.
Now, I'm in armor. It has gloves, yes?
Usually the palm's open.
We'll get it. I got this.
Okay.
I got the sword. You get the stabbing.
Is he in here?
In this room, no. This is like a little. There's the sword is over there, and there's like a couple of little other things, but he's not here.
Oh, I assumed this was his bedroom, and he...
No, this is just where they keep the sword.
Cool. All right.
We're just taking the sword. And when he flies into a rage later, he'll embarrass
I
himself.
was prepared for a whole different evening. So I will envelop the sword in its scabbard beneath the
Your silken robes?
Gordon coat.
Oh, yeah, between your Gordon Fisherman robe?
Yeah.
The garden fisherman.
Not touching my skin.
That's what I'm looking for right now. Just making sure.
Really? You set up a whole...
Give me an earth
Okay.
skullduggery roll. Whoever's going to be carrying the sword.
Wouldn't it be like... Oh, never mind.
Of course, you have skullduggery.
I don't. I have 3 helper players.
Oh,
Ah, there you go.
Now I have 2. The only low skill I have is tea growing. I'm gonna have to
Skill?
yes.
Yeah, it's one success.
I got a success.
And an opportunity.
Well, I got to take one. No, I've got 2 earths, so I'm taking a success and an opportunity.
Okay, all right. So you're able to wrap the sword up around the thing without touching any of it. Does it give you a sense? It does give you a little bit of
The creepy crow.
unease.
I am uneasy.
Yes. Oh, take a strife. Take a strife.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, for sure.
That's what it's for.
Yeah.
I am very strife-filled.
So,
Date with a teapot.
I guess I'll lower him down with his sash,
Okay.
and then I'll just sort of hang off the window.
Give me an athletics.
drop.
Athletics,
Fitness.
Earth, Fitness. Fitness 1, and Earth.
Yeah, fitness. Yeah.
Wrecked it.
2
Wow.
successes and an explodey.
An opportunity.
Nice.
An opportunity.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you lower him down and get down to yourself.
Everything's still dark, right? So we're
Yeah.
going to head to the tunnel and head back to the Oak, Ash, and Thorn.
Okay.
Okay. No, yeah, no, that's not the part I'm concerned with. That's fine. I'm not there. I can't say
Oak,
anything.
Ash, and Thorn.
The White Ashen
That's a
Stone.
different
White Ashen
bar.
Stone.
We're going to
Oak
a different
Ashen
bar to
Thorn.
implicate a different clan.
Oh, okay. That's where you're going? Oh.
Oh gosh, that's
Oh, good. That's what I was hoping. Okay.
No. All of our stuff is there.
Yeah.
We're gonna. Like, I fully intend to try and take this away from the city,
Yep.
but
Okay.
I have some kind of genetic memory that burying it in the wilderness isn't a good idea. So,
this may or may not even be the same sword. Who knows?
Yeah, it's,
well, I don't know, but I'm just.
there's
It just,
5 of them, remember?
it just gives me a sense of unease.
All right. So you're back at the Oak Ash or White Ash and Stone.
I get it. Oak Ashen Thorn.
That was a band. That was
Yes.
actually kind of like they're probably like the grandfather of the Poxy Boggards.
They're like an early folk band from Ren Fair. Yeah.
Right.
And some of them are probably even still alive.
Carl
it's a great
Yeager.
name.
Carl Yeager just gave me a helpful player. Makiko, for killing your tainted friends later. Helpful player.
All right.
Okay.
So we return.
All right. You're back at the White Ash and Stone.
And
I get it right.
as we get away from the keep, I would probably no. When we get back there, we go in the back,
Mm-hmm.
and I immediately take off the coat and wrap it all
Okay.
securely up.
And what are you gonna do with it?
Well, and then I'm going to stash it behind the stove
In the
in
And
the
Kitchen?
kitchen, because I assume the back entrance probably goes by the kitchen
sure.
without being publicly seen.
Okay.
I'd wait until closing time.
We should just go. We need to go. We
Where-
need to take this
where?
back to,
The Sai Valley.
yes.
Well, we should get.
Yes.
Throw
And
it
let
in
them
the
know.
ocean.
No, because then a kraken comes and
Right.
eats the town. But we should let her know, and
Okay.
yeah.
Don't
You wait here with it.
Okay. Get our stuff. I'm not supposed to leave you alone.
This is
I'm
what
going
happens
out
when
the
I leave
main
them
room.
alone.
What?
This is what happens when I leave them alone. Dying.
I'll come find you.
Okay. Oh, you're back.
We need to go.
What?
We've come into possession of something that needs to leave the city.
You brought it here.
Well, we need to go.
Yes, we do need to go. Go right now. I will catch up to you. I will grab our things. You leave now. Now. Before the
Fine.
GM knows that it's
We're
here.
going. There's just a timer over Stu's head. It's like 24.
Yeah.
Dun dun.
If they find that it's missing and they find it here, we will have lost our mission. I will get our things and I will catch up with you.
Oh, something weird happened with the thing.
Oh.
All right.
We go.
Okay.
We gather it
Okay.
and we head out of the city.
All right.
I'm gonna grab our things, including my package. I don't leave that,
Right.
and then I go after them.
Okay. So you guys like halfway through the city, and then you hear the bong, 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 and you hear all kinds of cacophonous noise, and there's some ruckus in the streets and stuff, and we'll end it right there.
We didn't even make it out of the city before the alarms went off.
No.
No.
I didn't expect we would.
I was hoping to at least get on the road.
Maybe we should have gone for the boat.
It was actually a thought of mine, except that it doesn't take us into Cranelands.
It
Because
gets
we're
us
inland.
out of the city.
It's true.
On the ice boats.
It's true.
I'm going to end this because it's at a really it's like reset the timer.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll have the audio on YouTube regardless, so we're good. So thank you guys.
Yep.
Super fun tonight. Check out happyjacks.org/schedule for all our upcoming games, and we'll see you back at this game in 2 weeks. And yeah,
Tomorrow's the Interpol X.
yep, all the stuff.
And
It's
the
all on
return of-
happyjacks.org/schedule.
And there's a couple things that haven't been posted yet, so stay tuned.
They will be.
Yep.
The preceding program has been a presentation of the Angry Folk Media Empire.